Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Casters and Blasters, a Dungeons and Dragon live stream that I do with my dear friends here, who I will introduce in a moment. This is season 1 of Dark Tides, the first season that we have launched here on the channel. Thank you, everybody who has tuned in so far and who is currently here in the chat. We are currently in the process of fleeing a crumbling dam, where last we left off, our brave players, our brave adventurers, had done combat with some elusive Triton shore stalkers, some ambushers and masters of... It's not subterfuge. They were... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. An elite squad of Triton under the command of the Triton Prince Kalas, who planned on performing this act of devastation to flood the town of Cod's Breath and wash it away. Combat ensued, resulting in a premature detonation from a pile of gunpowder barrels placed there by the Triton underneath the dam, causing a damaging shockwave to cause some serious structural damage, but not destroy the dam in its entirety, giving our adventurers enough time to attempt to pursue the Triton Prince. All of his subordinates were killed. He was taunted back into fighting with the party briefly before detonating the barrels and attempting to make his escape. He was held in place for some time, but did eventually manage to break the grasp of the monk, escape, though blinded, and avoid some eldritch blasts from our warlock. As the Triton Prince himself darts out of sight, our adventurers, who I will now announce, I am joined tonight by Alex as Zellar, Paige as Luciva, Ethan as Noka, and we are currently missing our lovely Gary for Jeratos Bowstrike, but he will be with us in about half an hour. He's on his way home from work. So we have our lovely technical director sitting in with a blacked out camera. And we can actually switch tracks now as we just go ahead and jump into it. The Triton Prince disappears around the corner from the tunnel through which you came as rocks fall from the ceiling around you. The chamber that you are in is almost entirely submerged in water, and heavy stones are splashing all around your exposed heads. The dwarves are up at the top of the cavern, their faces in the shallow air pocket, getting the last gasps of breath that they possibly can before the water completely rises. Just before the water covers one of their mouths, you hear one of them shout, "There are valve controls upstairs!" And then the water touches the ceiling and you lose him. Players, what do you do?
Okay, so we're technically out of initiative right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer will burn a charge from the Rod of the Pact Keeper, get a spell slot back.
Okay. So that's your action. We're gonna still go action by action. We're out of initiative, but this is what we're entering into. It's about to be a skill challenge.
Gotcha.
The more time we take before entering into that skill challenge, the harder success is going to be. Zellar, Noka?
I've truly got nothing left to do post-combat beyond movement. And if something comes up that I can use a short sword against.
Okay, so are you guys swimming then?
Yeah.
At that point, whatever direction we were given to reach the valve upstairs, like that's Presumably the way we came in.
Yeah, absolutely. The water is no longer forcing you guys away, as Kalas has shifted the focus of his control water to a different body of water. This one is no longer pushing you, so you are able to swim through it. Although still slowly, the dwarves are following you. You all have water breathing as well. And the dwarves have decent constitution, so they're able to hold their breath for a couple of minutes.
Would I be able to use either athletics or survival to improve my swimming speed and make myself move better in the water? Or
make an athletics check.
All right, athletics it is. That's a good number
same for me?
on the dice. That's a 7.
Sure, everybody make an athletics check.
I'm gonna pretend I'm good at these. That's a 6.
Is that a 7, and a 6?
That's a 7, a 6, and a 4.
It'd be a 4. It'd be a 10 if it was acrobatics, but 4 on the.
It's like a really solid 6.
Yeah, you guys are slowly swimming through this water. The current that's flowing down from behind you, that's like gushing in, is throwing off the existing current, so it's difficult. You're swimming against a force still. And our boy will move. And coming back to Luciva, I know that there's a plan.
Luciva remembering the route that they all took, and navigating the dam and the structure. How far would 500 feet away be to kind of estimate where that opening would be? Like it. Hidden chamber, dam up top. Am I kind of seeing this right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, dam up top,
Yeah.
and then the bomb blew up like right around here on the dam.
Yeah.
How far would 500 feet get me to get back to the entrance of the dam, where I feel like he might be escaping towards? So he's gotta go some way.
It would be. It's less than 500 feet. It's not really that far away. It's probably about 200.
I look at the party real quick. So what would be more fun for you guys? For me to go say hello to our friend? Or would you rather me help you guys deal with this?
I just go kill him.
Mess.
I bring Noka
Excellent.
with you. I've got the dwarves.
Noka, you ready for some fun?
It is always good time killing those who are unrighteous.
Excellent. And I just grab him by like the stuff of his shirt, and then almost like stepping through like a glass window, they just step through almost like an invisible force. You hear a shatter and they're gone.
Okay. And you appear at the mouth of the like that little alcove underneath the dam, the maintenance hatch that you guys swam through. You appear. Are you in the dam or out of the dam? Like, are you in the water outside of the dam?
I feel like it's best to be outside of the dam itself, so that way we can see him pop up.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Percepting.
Ooh!
That's gonna be another 2 for a total of 5 this time.
You look through the water, the murky water. You do not see him. You poke your head up, take a look around. You look up the ladder, you climb down to the top of the dam. You don't see him.
Knowing his movement, because I know he was super fast. He was blind.
He's no longer blind.
Dang!
His blindness ended at the end of Zellar's turn. He was no longer blind by the time you were shooting your Eldritch Blasts at him.
Cool. Okay. Does it look like he may have already made his way through? I know it's kind of a hard tell.
Maybe if we roll better on perception.
It's impossible to tell because he would have just like swam through if he did, or possibly teleported the same way he blinked to the mist that other Triton summoned. But like, you're looking around, you poke your head back into the tunnel and look down in both directions. You don't see him. He's not approaching. So based on that, you kind of look for a second. You don't see him approaching. He must already be gone.
So if he's
But-
gone now, the most important thing is that we get to the valve to
The valve.
stop the flow of water, so the
The
dimension
not
door was
destroyed anymore.
Was good for a number of reasons. Yeah.
So, what
All part
direction
of the
does
plan,
Noka
baby.
need to be heading? Was that the same valve that he turned earlier?
It would be in the same kind of command room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Noka's making a full sprint in that
Cool.
direction.
So you guys start climbing the ladder. You swim to the top of the water that you're in. You see the ladder going up the dam. You start climbing. Zellar and the dwarves are not too far behind, but because of that dimension door, you guys will have first dibs on a check you want to make. And I'll say that because of your haste with the dimension door, this will be a regular DC. It would have been higher because of the time that you guys spent trying to isolate the prince. But the dimension door covered a lot of ground. So, yeah, you guys climb the ladder, you rush to the top, and by the time you get there, Zeller and the other dwarves are just down at the bottom, and you see there are 2 dead Triton on the top of the dam. Brillock is on he's sitting down, his back is up against Timber, and he's clutching his arm. Timber's mouth is closed around the midsection of a dead Triton and is just shaking it back and forth. But Brillock, you look at his arm, you see he's got just a club in his left hand, and his right hand, his like forearm and elbow, there's just a bunch of those urchin spines pierced through it, and it's dark purple just up to above his elbow.
That looks infected. Where are the rocks?
And he'll point with his good arm over to the command center. So, okay, you want to make a skill check?
I make a medicine check for Burlock's arm first.
You may, yeah, you can make a medicine check.
It's gonna be a nat 20. So
Let's go.
Nat 20. Okay. This,
killing
I'll
the
just
bad
straight
guy?
up.
No, bad checks. Saving the NPC friends. That's what I'm gonna make my good checks for.
I'll straight up tell you what's going on. There is so much hemotoxin in his arm that it's full of blood. His arm is like a balloon right now. He is hemorrhaged so much. The arm he will survive if the arm is amputated. Otherwise, it will go to his heart and then his brain, and he will certainly die.
Why am I imagining Anoka amputation is just grabbing the shoulder, grabbing the arm?
You said it's like right above his forearm, right? Like
Right
somewhere
up to
that.
like it's like purple and swollen right up to here.
Yeah, okay. So Noka's gonna start tying a tourniquet, like that's gonna
What are you
slow the
doing?
stop of the poison.
Oh, to stop the poison.
I'm stopping the poison, my friend. And he's just gonna keep tying it, and he's gonna communicate to Burlock pretty soon here what's going to have to happen, or he's going to die. While Luciba is hopefully getting to the control panel, please.
Okay, so nat 20 medicine check. You're tying off the tourniquet, and you have amputated animal limbs before. You have amputated like the limb of like a fox that was caught in a trap that it shouldn't have been, and helped nurse it back to health. So you have like general primitive knowledge of how to cut a limb off. So while you're setting that up, what check do you want to make, Luciva?
I'm gonna try and bust into the control room and make an investigation check to see if I can find where the primary controls are that I need to switch.
Okay, perfect. Do it.
That is a 23.
Oh, nice. Definitely beats the DC. Okay, where's my list?
I like the alternative, which is Luciba busts into the control room, starts pressing every button.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple of like emergency valves that the controls are intentionally difficult to maneuver because they are like not not to be rotated in the case of an accident. What they do is they open hatches on the left and right side of the dam that are meant to kind of flow downhill and backflow off into the swamp. It will still flood the land kind of evenly across, but that way it's not a concentrated flow in any one direction. You're able to figure out the kind of pin lock mechanism that's holding these switches in place, unlock them, and begin to rotate them. Already, Zellar, as you're climbing the ladder with the dwarves, you look down. You can already see that the water that's flowing aggressively down into the kind of underdam. You can already see a bit of current begin to move away. It's something. It's not everything, but it's something. At which point I'll say, Zellar, you make it up to the top of the ladder. Is there anything you would like to do? You see Noka preparing to amputate Brolok's arm. You see Timber just kind of eating one of the Triton bodies. And you can see Luciva in the control room, like frantically looking between switches and then cranking an enormous lever.
For some reason, his body's like, instead of seeing him like this, his body's like upside down, like cranking it.
Upside down cranking it. I will. I don't know who said that.
It's been great having you on this season, Alex.
I think. Oh, stop it, you. If it's at all possible, because I don't recall the exact count of enemies we had, but I do think we need to collect heads still. And so if that's something that me and
we stay
Jeritos
focused on the bag at all times.
could handle,
Always.
I've got to be. You owe the mob money. It's a problem. So I collected one because I did my thunder wave holding on to the guy's head.
Yes, you did.
But I believe there was another 3 at least in that room
As far as
beyond the prince.
Yeah, if you want to take extra time to start gathering heads, you can, but it'll make your next skill check have a higher DC.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. With Jeritos assisting me, would that lower it?
Sure.
Okay. I'll
Sure.
take the risk. I'll take the
Okay.
risk. I've got water breathing. I don't. I'll take.
So then the dwarves are swimming up, and the dwarves are helping Luciva in the control room as Zellar and Jeritos. So you get the head of both of the Tritons, the Fishfolk Giant, and the Coral Knight.
Great.
And then there's 2 more Triton up on the top of the dam that Timber and Brolok took care of.
Oh, is that on top of the 2 Shorestalker heads that I have, or is that them?
No, the short stalker heads.
no,
that you
the-
had,
different-
I have tied
different.
on my waistband.
Different? Oh, so there's
Yes,
even more
the 2
heads.
Shorestalker heads that you had are on Noka's waistband right now, so you can cross that out of your inventory.
Okay, great. So then 2 more.
You still have them. They're just adorned. They're
Okay,
now
so-
equipped.
What matters is we have a total of, what was that, 6 heads? No, 8 heads. Doing pretty
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
in the
because
head
there were the
department.
2 that jumped you on the interior as well.
Okay.
Bless you.
Now
All
I'll
right.
deal with the consequences of my action.
Okay, and now, okay, so that's your thing. Hey, you know what, Zellar? Why don't you make a survival check for me with advantage
Okay.
before I just start giving you stuff?
Let's see. That's 15.
Okay, that's fine. That beats the DC. You get everything I just said.
Oh, great.
Okay, so that'll bring us back to. We'll circle back around to Noka because we haven't come back to that. He goes,
Is
"Ah,
Brolok
that's
looking
my
like,
dominant arm."
Is he looking like maybe like I could wait until we get into a little bit of a safer place before I go ahead and start hacking? his
Natural
arm off?
20 on your medicine check? Yes, but it would have to be done tonight. It's about 1 a.m. You have probably 2 hours before this goes irreversibly septic throughout his whole body.
Okay, we're gonna leave his arm tight. I'm assuming that the tourniquet is what is allowing that to be an additional 2 hours,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. We're going to Like Noka is, patting Burlock's shoulder, reassuring him, being like, "We just need to get out of here." And Noka's gonna look around and size things up and see what needs help. How's Luciva doing on that giant crank?
He's cranking it.
How may I be an assistance of that? Is that an athletics check
There
I
are-
can do to make it go faster?
Well, there are a lot of things you could potentially do. If you have a particular idea of one thing that you want to try, for example, if you want to try flipping some other levers, you can do that. Or if there's a specific skill that you want to use, I have some suggestions as well. If you say, I want to make a survival check,
Yeah,
or if
I mean,
I
the
want to
survival
make
check
an
is a
athletics
good
check or
one.
things like
A
that.
survival or athletics? I'm assuming
Anything you
there's
want.
nothing medicine related that I can do to help the
No,
dam?
no repeating checks. I'm actually going to consider you temporarily putting off Brolock's death as one of your successful skill checks.
Oh, sweet. That's great. Cool. Let's use our athletics then. What can I do athletically motivated?
Athletically motivated. There's another emergency valve. One of the dwarves tells you about it. Here's the catch. It's underwater. You have to
Okay.
swim down for it.
So
You
the
look
athletics are
down
gonna
into the flowing abyss beneath you, the churning water pouring in multiple directions. And you gather that you might be able to take a deep breath and make a strong swim.
So, RPing this out for you, Noka's looking around hurriedly, trying to figure out what he can do. Another dwarf tells him, well, you see, there's another crank and it's down there. And he looks at this dwarf and he's like, I just got out of the water, now I have to go back into the water. And he's gonna go and do his perfect swan dive again like he did last time. Unfortunately, not as perfect as a swan dive. That was a natural 1 + 5 for a total of 6.
You do not reach the lever on this action. The flowing water is just too strong. You could try again next round, or you could theoretically try something else. I won't consider you climbing back up the ladder to be like eating into your action economy.
It's such a funny picture. It's him trying to swan dive off the top of the dam, belly flopping and humiliatingly grabbing the ladder and climbing back up
The
and then
climb
going
of
to do
shame.
something else.
So that's up to you. You can make that decision when we come back around. But for now, Noka is desperately trying to swim against the strong currents flowing through the underdam. Luciva, you have successfully opened a hatch. We are 1 success in, 1 failure in.
Okay.
Zellar, that's a personal success, not a damn success as far as gathering the heads. So now we're gonna go to Luciva and then Zellar and Jeratos. You guys are working as a team right now. So Luciva, we're at 1 success, 1 failure. What do you want to try?
So right now I'm helping the dwarves crank everything, get everything moving. Yeah, do I see like there's a particularly heavy lever or something that they're gonna have to really work in order to get this thing open?
What skill are you thinking of here?
I'm thinking of maybe doing Mage Hand and doing like an Arcana check to try and move something down or move something around.
Make an Arcana check.
18.
18. Underneath the right side of the dam, which is like where the control center is, you can look down over the wall to see where those emergency like side flow valves are flowing off to, and you can see under the pressure and the damage from the explosives, a crack has run up the wall and is causing the reinforced struts on the side of this valve to like give out, and the valve itself is beginning to sink, and it looks like it might just break and close. You reach out with your mage hand, and to the very best of your arcane ability, you tighten your grip. You feel every muscle in your arm clench as the mage hand itself holds this bar in place. It's shaking and shifting in and out of reality, but it is able to hold the strut up. Okay, so we're at 2 successes, 1 failure. Zellar, what do you want to try?
This could be a terrible idea. But one of the only things I can do where I could roll very well is doing a prestidigitation to deceive one of the dwarves into doing a better job at trying to help us with a valve. Does that make sense? So, my idea is that I want to try and make a cubic foot of water that's flowing look safer. I want it to just appear to be less chaotic than it is. And I would like the dwarf to then attempt to go. I don't think that that really helps much, but I can do it really well.
You know what? Yeah, make a prestidigitation check. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because I don't
I have an
wanna,
idea.
like-
I have a thought about how this might go.
I'm not gonna force Jeritos to help me with this.
Make it. I'm gonna say that would also be because it's normally we don't repeat checks, but because it's creative, I'll say sure, deception works. Okay.
So that's soft 20.
One of the dwarves looks over the edge of the dam. You look down and you see the water where Noka fell in and he's struggling, and you use your prestidigitation to make it appear calmer on the surface. And one of the dwarves looks over and he goes, that's not that bad. I can't believe he's struggling.
Yeah,
And he
go ahead.
dives and he jumps over the edge, and now he's gonna make an athletics check. He's gonna do it with advantage because you succeeded on your check, so he believes he can.
Manifesting. Come on, please.
That's gonna succeed. That's a 17. That's a 17. At this time, I'll say you've gotten your hand around the lever, Noka, but you just can't find the leverage against the flow of water to pull it down and open the offshoot valve. You see another pair of dwarven hands wrap around it from the top. 2 legs brace against the wall, and you both pull down at the same time. And the lever slides into place. The enormous metal red hatch opens in 2 places, and you just feel an enormous bit of pressure as you have to hold onto the wall as water begins to rush past you out of the chamber.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 3 successes, 1 failure. What do you guys want Jeritos to try something, or should I just come back to Noka?
Let's give Jerry's toes a little bit of work.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
Jerry's
What do you
gonna-
guys want Jeritos to try? I think you guys can see his character sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He has okay athletics. He's got a +4.
So we've done our athletics check already, and I'm gonna say that we've also done all allotted
Fair.
Arcana checks.
Could he?
Here.
No, that wouldn't be good for him.
Hang on.
He's got
Can you do
Dex,
some
right?
sort of perception to see if there's another thing, or have we already counted a perception?
We haven't.
I
done
don't think
perception.
we've-
We did
I don't think we've-
investigation.
Because he's
Yeah, I
got a
don't think we've considered
+7
perception.
there. I'm
He does.
gonna roll +7 on mine, but it's gonna be the wrong thing. But so it'll be a 24 for his perception.
24 for his perception, definitely successful. Jeritos is able to see on the far side of the lake. I'm pretty sure he can run on water. Is that a thing he has? Is that a feature he has?
I'm looking right now.
Let's say
Or does he get that
yes.
later?
I don't
I'm double checking.
think he has.
Not
that.
seeing.
Yeah, I just control F search for water and I can't find it.
Okay, no worries. So then, let's see, successful perception. He is similarly looking over the edge. There are a number of water wheels that function underneath, kind of at the bottom of the dam's wall, in the water side, that flow under the current, that rotate and keep the small amounts of water shooting off to the purification plants that you guys were at earlier. It appears as though in the explosion, one of those was stuck and jammed with rubble. Normally it's currently very obscured by silt from the explosion, but Jeritos is able to spot it, swims down there and begins moving rubble, allowing that wheel to begin spinning again, offshooting a little bit more water. 4 successes. I'm just looking for 1 more.
Sweet. How much longer do we have left?
Until I have 3 failures. I'm looking for 5 successes or 3 failures.
Gotcha.
We're at 1 failure right now. 4 successes.
Okay.
Noka?
Let's hit him with that survival check, baby. What I gotta
Survival
do?
check, baby. Just make a survival check. Is there something you want to do specifically? If not, I have an idea.
So, my idea was like what I was imagining in my head was I'm getting back up to the surface. I'm helping the dwarves get back up to the surface safely with me. I don't know, maybe something about the structural integrity of the dam. I don't know how the
That's
word, like,
exactly
describe
what
it.
I was thinking. Yeah, that's
Okay, sweet.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 24.
24, absolutely, you are able to chart the fastest route out for both. As the final success, the command center itself is now beginning to destabilize as well, although you have already moved all of the mechanics that you need to prevent the structure, the dam itself, from collapsing. Water is flowing out, but it's still unstable. There are parts of the dam that are crumbling and falling away under your friend's feet. You are able to track the lines. You are able to grab Brolock, put him on timber, and lead your friends safely off of the top of the dam with all of the dwarves in tow. Tracing your way down the winding staircase, about a couple hundred feet down the mountainside, you turn back and look. You can hear the dam groan. But after a few moments, it appears as though everything is still. The complete collapse of the dam has been avoided. A majority of the water that otherwise would have flowed straight out into Cod's Breath has instead flowed out into the surrounding swamp. This is certain to cause minor inconveniences, but nowhere near the level of mass destruction that otherwise would have happened should you have failed. Liam, we can switch tracks.
I know that was not in combat time, but all that I was thinking was like, man, all that in 18 seconds? That's crazy.
Moving so fast.
We are just that good, gentlemen. We are just that good.
Brolock is hunched over on timber as you make your way as hastily as you can back through the forest in the darkness of night with a 24 survival check. Noka will just carry that straight over and say that in your urgency, with your adrenaline pumping, your eyes are keen and you are able to find a path. Brolock's not doing well. He's not really conscious. He's kind of mumbling to himself. He's incredibly pale and sweating profusely. You see the torchlight coming up from the streets of Cod's Breath as you approach. You rush through the front gate.
And we were able to
The streets-
make that trip back in time?
Yeah, you were able to
Okay.
make it back in a couple hours. Actually,
Yeah, I was about to say, I was prepared to do a roadside amputation if necessary.
no, you know what? That's a great call. I gave you 2 hours, and prior to this, I explained that this was a 6 to 8 hour hike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Brolock's not doing well, and you're not even halfway there.
3 a.m. in the morning, under the moonlight, in the middle of this trail that is winding through it's a forest, right? 'Cause it's up a
Yeah,
mountain.
it's a swampy
Oh, yeah.
forest, and it's less of a mountain and more of just big marshy hills.
Gotcha. Yeah, we find somewhere with solid enough ground for us to stop for Noka to do some work.
Okay, you place his head on a large pile of moss. His eyes are rolled back. He's not really conscious enough to communicate with, but Geratos, Luciva, and Zellar hold down his 3 good limbs, while you grasp his bad arm by the wrist. It squishes under your grasp as you lay it flat, and he screams, though his eyes do not open.
I have a small knife in my inventory. I don't really have anything large. I forget which of us are blade wielders in this party.
I have a short sword.
Okay. Yeah. So Noka is gonna ask to borrow Zellar's short sword for this procedure because it would not be fun to try to cut through what I'm assuming is going to be bone eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before Noka does anything, he gets out his charm and ritualistically doesn't like pray on it or anything else like that. He places it on the chest of his patient because he wants Meliki to protect them while he performs the operation. You know, I'm not looking for anything there, but like if you're gonna give me advantage for that, I'm not gonna stop you.
In
Well,
help ensure
here's
It would be
Here's the
it would
thing.
be me using my what's it called? My channel a channel divinity charge if I can, but
yeah, definitely. Paige, what's up?
I was gonna say, can I use a deception check to try and keep his attention in order to like keep
He's
him from
not.
focusing on that? Yeah.
He's
He's
not even
gone.
here. He's out.
Or channel divinity?
Yeah, for sure. And you utter. Did you say you pray?
I
Or
mean
no?
no, I
Am
mean
I
I
making
kind of
that
just placed the
Right,
charm
right, right.
on his chest.
You utter a a 4-word prayer as you raise the short sword above your head. And as you bring it down in a quick motion, and it strikes his arm just below the tourniquet, the amulet flashes as you expend a charge of channel divinity. The trees around you, the rest of you notice. Noka's a bit focused, but the rest of you see the canopies of the trees around you hang this fluorescent green for a couple of seconds after the flash dissipates in the night. There's only a small trickle of blood that shoots out. After a couple hours of being tightly tourniqueted, the arm was on its way to dead. It seems as though the moss beneath his head has gently crept up behind his ears and held him in place. And he does not appear to have awoken. As you look down at his body now, and you can see that under its entirety is this kind of gentle bed of moss. You check his pulse. He is alive. He is just unconscious. You understand that you should probably pump a cure wounds into this guy.
Yeah.
Close that arm wound to the best of your ability. And that's everything you can do here.
Expending a spell slot to cast Cure Wounds is gonna hopefully pump him up to 9 HP.
He is still unconscious as per the mercy of Meliki, but he is no longer on the verge of death. Luciva.
Is this the guy that shuffled the cards for us that we're thinking about getting in line with the casino? Or am I thinking of the wrong guy?
This is him.
Same guy.
Ooh. He's gonna have to work on that shuffle, Zella. Might have to find ourselves a new dealer. Yeah.
I mean, unless we, threaten the patrons, that could always work.
Yeah,
Just can't-
we'll do that too.
You beat the house and then we tell them you gotta leave. That sounds like it
They
should be
beat the
illegal, but
house
I
and
think it's
we beat
allowed. It's-
them.
yeah.
We get the money regardless.
Can I
As
just prestidigitation of fake arm? I don't even know if he's conscious for any of this.
he's not conscious. He's absolutely
But, yeah,
unconscious.
I'm more so doing it for myself.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a still image.
Yeah.
So as he like gently twitches in his sleep, his shoulder and stump move, and his crudely drawn arm stays completely still. But at least you don't have to look at his stump.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like nothing ever happened.
Good as new.
It was new. I think we start off with the precedent. We start off with the illusion when he wakes up. That way, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. Everything's working just exactly how it needs to be." And then, like when he moves, then he'll be like, "Oh!" And then that'll be perfect. I think that'll be good.
I think so.
As you saunter back to town at the best pace you can with Burlock on the back of Timber, the sun begins to rise as you approach the gates. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Maybe closer to 7, actually. As a matter of fact, there are already some fishermen setting up in their boats at the docks. And you are so tired. You're going on almost a full 24 hours awake now, especially after everything. But the streets are mostly empty. The only people that you see, their backs are already to you as they're at the docks, setting up to start the morning fishing. You don't see Diabolus right away. It's early. What do you want to do?
Is there like a town doctor or someplace we can drop our guy off at?
The tavern.
Hey, we got something.
Or, you could still theoretically take him to the tavern. The tavern is generally where people will go, to rest and recover, of course. There is the church. People go to the church for, healing poisoning and things. I should have thought about that.
But part of me still kind of wants to bust into the tavern with Boris just kind of bust in. Guess what? We got a discount on our guy, on our dealer. He's a 4th off. Okay. Anyway. Boris is just laying on the table.
Jesus.
You take him to the tavern?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Cool. As you enter in, Forehand goes, "Oh, good to see you." Oh. Gary?
He sure entered in.
Combat, and so we had to try to do various types of skill checks in order to keep it from becoming utterly destroyed and flooding, the whole town and such. And so we were able to, with I believe only a single failure of the 3 that we could have, the rest were successes. But unfortunately, our friend was still injured. I have the name here, but Brulock, correct?
Yeah.
Was injured by the spines, still was heavily poisoned, so there was a nice little amputation that was able to be done by Noka. And so I prestidigitated a fake arm in the place, even though he was unconscious, just for posterity's sake. And we did ride back into town where it is morning. We haven't seen Mr. Greymane yet because it's like crack of dawn. And we just decided rather than bring him to the church that could heal poison, we're definitely bringing him to the tavern. So I think
this boy needs a drink.
About where we're at. Oh, we collected all the heads too. You and me collected all the heads, so we're chilling.
Okay, cool.
As you stumble into the tavern with Burlock on Timber's back, he goes, "Oh, good to see you all. Burlock, oh my God, what happened to him?"
He rode without a helmet.
Hence the arm.
I understand that is a jest. What do we need to do about this?
We've already done what can be done for his arm. It had to be amputated. It was poison. We're not left with much of a choice, but what he needs now is lots of rest, recovery, medicines, various variety. I can fill you in.
That would be good. I have herbs and things like that. Food and drink as well, of course. Perhaps your friend, and he gestures to Timber the bear. Perhaps your friend can take him upstairs. Timber will lumber upstairs with Burlock on his back and drop him off in one of the rooms as Forand follows up to ensure that he gets in there all right. You see Sugar is seated at the bar alongside one of the pirates, or the merchants, not pirates, from earlier. You don't see Jay. Just the two of them. It looks like they're just talking. Couple other patrons in the bar, but only 4 people in the whole dining room right now. What do you guys want to do? You have officially taken care of Burlock. That quest is completed. You received that update. And yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Friends, should we perhaps suggest that they position guards or perhaps even maintenance workers that quickly go up to the dam? Though I do believe the damage was stifled, there are still cracks.
Yeah, we probably should recommend the workers send a maintenance crew with an armed escort in order to make sure that gets addressed. Because, water. I feel like that's a smart idea.
If anyone has some magical means to alert Greymane so we don't have to walk all the way over there, that would be
If
awesome.
I have to see Greymane before I get a wink of sleep, I am going to rip his little head off.
So I completely forgot I did this.
Oh, no.
I mantles whispered that random dwarf.
The one who died in the closet,
so
yeah.
long ago. But we haven't long rested yet, so that
was earlier tonight, yeah.
it. So I could go and ask the dwarf and talk to him. I also still have my words of terror because I never used that either. So I could go and just notify him and then try to expedite the process with the cheeky little words of terror.
I think that is the Zellar
That's a great
mission.
idea.
Okay, so I don't want to take up too much time, Mr. DM, but
Sure.
I would like to go as the dwarf, and I'm gonna spend a minute alone with Greymane.
Absolutely. He answers the door bleary-eyed with coffee in his hand. There's a moment where he doesn't remember the person's name and says it wrong a couple of times, and then he settles in on one, and you don't know if he's right or not because you don't know this person's name either, but he's confident about it.
Quintus.
Yeah, exactly.
Quintus.
Exactly.
Tom, it's Taylor. Sorry, Tony. Okay.
So he'll lead you inside, and what do you say to him, generally speaking, towards
And
interrogating?
so I would be spending most of the time actually explaining what happened, and I would also be kind of gassing up the group a lot, the adventuring party, to be like, how they saved us all, and they were able to take down the Tritons, but there are lots of cracks in the dam that we need to repair as soon as possible.
Of course. I'm just glad at least you were able to make it back safely, Quintus.
Yes, of course, Quintus, can always make it back safe, but especially thanks to the adventuring party. I would say, frankly, give them a bonus if you're charging them. That's what I would do if I were in your shoes. But I'm not, so you should also probably do emergency repairs on the dam. That might be, at least in the top 2 priorities with that.
Okay, make what is it, a deception check? What do you get the bonus to when you mantle whispers?
It's a deception and performance.
Okay, so I'll say straight performance then.
Okay, yes.
It's performance.
Oh no, it is just deception on the Mantle of Whispers. Apologies.
That's okay.
Let's see. So that'll be because of actor. It'll be with advantage. So on that performance, that's going to be a 25. And that's without adding the +5.
Yeah, he totally believes you, and he's gonna send people to save the dam, and he goes, well, if it's as big as a deal as you say it is, Perhaps I will consider giving these fine fellows a bonus. Bonus. I hate that word.
Are
All
you
right.
afraid to die?
Yes?
Are you afraid of death and destruction? You will suffer your entire time to serve if you do not give them their money. And so that's going to be my words of terror. Just see if we
Remind
can-
me how that feature works again.
So we talked for a minute, and he becomes frightened of me if he fails a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That's a natural 2.
So he
Big
definitely
natural
fails
2.
it. And so he is, he's not aware that I did this to him, but he's now frightened of me for an hour.
Okay, for the love of God, I will give them a bonus. Okay. Jesus! I don't even know. I don't even know who that is.
That's
All right,
Quampus.
can I get you
It's
some
Quibbles.
coffee, Quampus? Can I get you anything? All right, sure.
He can stop that bit because it's starting to hurt.
Okay, sure. And then Zellar returns to the bar.
So how'd it go?
I got our money and some coffee.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic news, Jeritos says while he's just like very gingerly sipping a beer, all the wounds catching up to him from the day.
Absolutely, just bludgeoned and sliced to hell.
Noka has
He's
an enormous glass of ale and is like bobbing, like nodding off into the ale. Like he'll start to fall asleep and then his lips will make contact with the ale and then he'll take a sip.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for expediency's sake as well, we can say that you guys get your reward from Diabolus, which I believe was 200 gold plus 20 a head.
It was 45
40
base
head.
pay, 40 per head, 25 per bear head.
Thank you. 45 base pay, 40 per head. How many heads did you guys end up leaving with?
8 was the grand total of heads, including Noka's.
So that's 8 times 4, 32.
That's
So 320 plus 45, 365 between the 4 of you. And he'll just 400. 400. There's the
Wow.
bonus.
That's
the
about
bonus.
sorry. You know what? That's
Mr.
cool. So each get
Is
100
it
gold.
400 for each of us or 400 split?
No,
for-
400
the-
total. 400 total.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 365.
Guys, I have money again.
Yeah.
So we each get 100. All right.
Yeah.
Plus 45,
Wow.
right?
Truly,
No,
Truly?
What else
yeah.
calculated?
yeah.
truly, the rich keep getting richer.
I wouldn't call us the rich.
I would call me the rich.
Might need to talk to you about my mob friends at some point.
Perhaps I can reach out to my father to sponsor you. Oh, my friends, I do believe I'm going to skip my usual nightly ritual and simply retire to my bed. I don't
For the
believe I
record,
can
it is 7 a.m., but you can take a
Oh,
long rest. I just know you said nightly ritual, so, and I know you missed the part where I said the sun is coming up now. So,
I do believe I don't want to see the stars, or I want to wake up to see the stars later. I will retire. Good night, my friends. And Shiratos just like limps up the stairs and just
Sure.
hear the door just.
Yeah, I desperately need
Jeritos.
a long rest as well.
yeah, you guys can take a long rest.
It's all of us like dragging our bodies against the
Yeah.
hallway as we walk into our rooms.
Lucifa's just walking normally. He's got 43 out of 47 HP. He just
That is
that went rather
crazy.
well. That went rather well.
All right, we are long resting.
Yeah, click the button. You're good. You guys sleep for like 10 hours. Absolutely exhausted. Waking up.
My I forgot Astro Elf nonsense. You can keep talking. I got to do this in the background.
You're good. Oh yeah, you pick proficiencies.
Yeah.
You wake up in the evening. The sun is setting. The stars are just beginning to dot the sky. The sound of a busy lobby from the floor below echoes up into your room and just makes you feel kind of homey. Everybody make a perception check.
I can't wait to roll low on this.
I'm doing a perception check to see if I hear any music coming from the lobby. That's going to be a
For sure.
10.
10? Doesn't sound like there's any music coming up from the lobby.
13.
Why? That's a 9. I have a +7 to perception, and I have never rolled above a 10. I need that. I need everyone in
You
this
rolled a
chat to
24 earlier in the skill check when you weren't here.
Oh,
You rolled a
that's
right.
17
God.
plus 7.
Oh my
The curse is in
god.
my
When it
hands,
wasn't
not
you.
the dice.
I'm so unperceptive.
All right. Was it 13 the highest?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't notice any music. Zellar, you notice that as well. There's no music. Maybe an opportunity worth capitalizing on. Luciva, it's cold. And it's not the same kind of cold that you feel on the back of your neck when your patron is around. It's just cold. You look to your windows and you see frost on the edges. It's disgustingly humid in Cod's breath. It's warm. It's tropical.
Oh no.
You wake up and there's just a chill in the air.
The
Okay,
wild
I like-
hunt have arrived.
I I open my door and I just like walk out in the hallway. Hey guys, does it snow at this time of year,
Does
guys?
it ever snow
Noka,
here?
being the nature guy that he is just like, it cannot snow in Cod's breath. The climate simply does not allow that. He looks at the window and he goes, "Oh no."
Oh,
Wow. Do we all believe it's a Festivus miracle?
I
No.
think, I think there's a patron out there, Sandy Claus, and he's apparently very very he goes through the
Rich
chimney. Yeah, he goes through every house in one night, in the span of one night.
I do
He
not
sounds-
like Sandy Claus's violations against the reindeer kind are abysmal.
The Sandy Claus sounds quite formidable. Perhaps he would make a worthy opponent for us.
I definitely think we should fight him. I think that would go very well for us, in every way, shape, and form.
As you
Anyway.
as you all make your way out of your rooms, just all beginning to now notice, it seems as though the fire burning in the hearth has kept the general patrons downstairs from paying any mind to it at all, the carousing, the conversation, all the people in one place. Now that you've left your rooms, it is kind of warm in here. And as soon as you all show yourselves on the banister, applause lifts up from the lobby. Forand is there with many of his patrons. There is Diabolus, along with Celine, kind of in the back of the room, applauding you as well. As you are kind of hailed. As Forand stands up on a table and he goes, "Adventurers! Saviors of God's breath!" And another round of applause goes up. Brolock is down there as well. Brolock he's looking kind of tired, but like he maybe couldn't sleep past a certain point. He's down there with his right arm like fully bandaged, and a big mug in his left hand on the table, and he just lifts it to you.
Noka is happy to see him up, but wants him to be laying down in a bed because he should not be up yet.
Brolock told me what you did. The way you stopped the dam from collapsing and all, and I figured it would be good if we could get everybody here to just show you some appreciation. We wanted to know, what do we call you? Do you have a name like a band? Zellar's been in bands. Bands have names, right?
Well, if the weather outside is any indicator of our name, let me tell you something.
My friends, I do believe
Thank you, Alex.
we've never once in history discussed a group name, have
Hold
we?
on.
We
Not
should
once.
probably establish that.
Well, it's good news. All of our names start with consonants, so an acronym won't work. Let's.
We should.
I was
call
really rocking
ourselves,
with
like,
ZLJN though. I think that's
we should call ourselves
Zildjian.
like
Zildjian.
Zella and the Misfits or something like that. Like something that
Oh,
really
that's-
sticks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Zella. What about Zellar and the Bow Strikes?
I do
Oh,
not
well.
understand why Zellar's name has to be first. Perhaps it can be Noka and Crew.
Nope, that's true.
No good associates.
Yeah, okay.
Noka, Noka, and
LLC.
Noka. So Zella.
Zella at law.
Well, why don't we consider all that we've done so far? I mean, most of our adventures have been in and around the Feywild and in nautical and aquatic environments.
Yeah.
So perhaps we are
The wet fairies.
perhaps we're the water nymphs. You don't have to say wet
The water
fairies.
nymphs?
Water
We
nymphs.
could, we
My
could,
vote's for wet fairies.
we could be the fishermen. I mean, it's an idea,
Ooh.
you know. But
We did win the fishing competition.
On
We
account
did
of all of the tritons we have killed, the fishermen.
yeah.
What if we are? But what if we become the fishers of men?
I'm not saying liberation.
We already made Santa a patron. I don't think we can bring Christianity into the material plane.
Life domain
Oh.
cleric.
Oh,
um,
wet fairies was my vote.
I don't think. I
that
don't
can
know
be
if
our
that-
name in certain establishments.
Wet fairies?
What, like this one? This one's a four-play casino.
Yeah.
What?
A
How
lot of
about the
semen in here.
How about the moist pixies?
I don't think that's any better.
That word disturbs me on a spiritual level.
The aquatic.
What's wrong with a
satyrs?
pixie?
I like how the greatest hurdle Zane has ever thrown out is pick a name.
Final answer: wet pixies.
Do we like? Do we? I can't do my accent. Do we enjoy?
Do we need
wet
to? Do you need to get back to me on this?
No, we have to
No,
solve
we'll
this
figure it
now.
out.
Okay,
give
no,
us,
for
like,
sure, for sure.
half
Go
a
ahead.
real-time
Sorry.
hour. Okay.
I'll stay out of it. I'll stay out of it.
Oh,
I love it. It's just the four of us standing in a circle at the top of these stairs as we're walking down, an entire group ready to receive us.
Do what? I don't. We've never really thought about this. I mean, like, what about the boat boys?
Boat
both boys.
boys.
I like both boys. Both boys has a vibe to it. It works.
Kamak-
It works.
Kamaka's boat boys.
Let's keep it
Kamaka's
locked down.
boat
She's gonna-
boys.
She's gonna trademark it. She's gonna trademark it. We can't do that. Just boat boys.
Boat
No,
boys.
Kamaka will want to have her name on the adventuring
Wait.
party.
But that's when we charge her a fee.
If we wanted to stay with
Licensing.
the band theme, we could be Zellar and the Boat Boys, and that's our
Honestly,
band.
I vibe with it. I vibe with it hard. I think it's
I
great.
like it.
I overnight I did become proficient with the lute and performance.
Did you really?
I did indeed.
We could perform right here, right now. Introductory set.
So
Yeah, Noka into 7 he just rolled on his performance is gonna really help the gang out here.
I got a 14 on performance.
can I do,
Ask
like, this-
anybody to roll for performance yet. Hang on now. Hang on.
Can I-
Everybody slow down. Hang on. Is it?
So
Is it? Did I hear Zellar and the Boat Boys?
Ellar's
You could
pretty boat boys.
Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys! Huzzah! Yeah!
you
Let's
can
see,
all
let's
just
up at
call
the
us
top of the
Boat
stairs,
Boys
like,
for short. It's Boat Boys for short. You don't have to include the pretty part.
As you guys come down the stairs, Forand will put his arm around Zellar's shoulder and he goes, Zellar, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's no one on the stage right now. And that is by design. Would you like to, perhaps do an impromptu set? I don't know if Zellar and his Pretty Boat Boys are prepared for a band rehearsal, but, or a band performance, but the stage is open.
Well, I would be, I wouldn't want to force the boat boys to join, but I would be happy to conduct a bit of a
Why
performance.
don't you talk to your friends, see if they want to, see if they're interested in something like that. I could pay everyone, not as much as you would get if you did it alone. That's how it works, show business. But
All right.
as your agent, I feel as though it's important to advise you of that.
Oh, my agent.
Yes, of course. Well, you're in the foreplay in a tavern right now. It's not quite a casino yet, but did you see the sign when you came in? I painted a big sign.
Word it like that.
How you remembered the name and you
The
ripped it off
foreplay.
so fluidly. That was great.
The foreplay in a tavern.
Yeah.
Right. I will be playing for the Foreplay Tavern.
Right.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, talk
No,
to your
we're on the
friends.
same- we're on the same.
I'll be at the bar. You let me know.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, boys, boat boys, I should say.
Oh yes, dear Zolar.
How would you like to do a nice little break-in performance, eh? Get some
Nice.
money out of it?
Noka's
I
not
feel
much
it.
for performance, unfortunately, and to be frank, I'm very concerned about the state of the outside, and I would like to go check on that sooner rather than later.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do a split. You two go and rattle them with Zella and the boat boys. I'll stick with Noka. We'll check and see what's going on, why it's so chilly outside.
Yeah, that's valid. I think I'll go let Forerunner
Then you
know
can
that-
be Zellar and one pretty boat boy.
Pretty boat boys.
Wow, no one has ever called me pretty before.
You are very beautiful. And he gives you a pat on the shoulder.
Jeritos is kind of like,
Right. At Forend will take the stage and he will go, please welcome Zellar and Geratos of Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys.
Can I
love
do
it. I
a
love it so
straight
much.
charisma check
So-
to see how Jeritos is feeling about me calling him pretty?
That would be an insight check. You can make an insight check for sure.
Alright, cool. Yeah, it's only gonna be a 7. Noka's very
Geratos,
brain
what
dead.
does Noka get on a 7?
with a 7, you think that there's romantic interest.
No.
Do you walk outside
Yes, plan.
unsure of the manner of your relationship with Geratos Bowstrike? Second guessing yourself. No, it couldn't be. Unless. And I'll get a performance check from Zellar and Geratos. A real one this time. This is the one I'm
Okay.
asking for.
Yes.
Okay.
Fitting.
Same. I got another 14.
Fair.
Oh.
Is that a 1?
Slide that one for an 11.
I will.
He's never played
here's
a duet before.
here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. You guys are in a band. You guys are in a band now, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you both roll with advantage. You're assisting
Hey,
each
all right.
other.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll roll again.
Just don't roll another nat 1, because then there's nothing I can do to help you.
Now it's a 15.
Nice.
It slid on the 1 and then tilted to the 13 last second. So it's a 23.
Yeah, you guys bring the house down. You guys
Double
bring the
nat
house
one would have
down.
been really funny. I would have laughed.
That would have been great. That would have been good.
Everyone was really shocked to hear Geratos start singing a bluegrass song, and everyone's like, "Whoa, wait a minute!"
And he's really good at it. He's like really
Just plucking
good.
the
He's got a
strings.
country voice without a country accent at all, but he's just got such a harmonious, deep, like country voice.
Just want
Uh,
to stand on a hill and stare off into the sunset.
Yeah.
as Noka and Luciva step outside into the night sky, the warmth of the tavern behind you, smiles fading into stern expressions as you prepare to examine your surroundings, the music and raucous behavior growing quiet as you step into the town square. Noka, go ahead and make a nature check.
Can I do survival instead?
Yeah.
Nature is int, and I have no int.
Yeah, you can do survival.
Never mind, it doesn't matter because that's my second nat 1 of the evening. Apparently, I don't
Okay.
know anything about nature at all, despite being a nature domain cleric.
You know that whatever is happening right now is not something you've ever seen before in all of your time here.
Would I go as far as to describe it as unnatural?
Yes, you would, as a matter of fact. It strikes
Okay.
you as unnatural. That's as much as you're getting out of me.
Okay, sweet.
Noka's
Luciva, you want to make a nature survival check? Or you could theoretically help Noka. Give him advantage.
Or you could do an Arcana check and see if it's magically cold outside.
You could do that as well.
I could. To get a better, I'm gonna make an Arcana check. Can I make this with advantage with Corbin, giving me a help action by flying up into the air, giving me a bird's eye view as I look around for anything kind of
I won't allow it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Can't wait for these 2 nat ones.
I find these times acceptable.
15.
15. Sending Corbin up into the sky, looking around, he does a large perimeter around the town of Cod's Breath and then kind of flies outside of it. He's gone. He flies for like a solid 5 minutes. You can see that the stars above you are shrouded in overcast clouds, dark clouds that hang heavy in the sky. As Corbin flies away from Cod's Breath, it seems isolated to the town. It seems to be blowing in from the ocean, and it seems to be hanging in the air over Cod's Breath, consolidating there, growing. The clouds themselves, the cumulonimbus clouds, are growing impossibly tall into the night sky. That was an Arcana check, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It seems like some variation, perhaps, of a control weather spell. Kind of like what the hags were trying to do, except different. The hags were trying to flood it with rain. This strikes you as it's not immediately harmful. It's
a slow burn, but
it's a setup.
I'm gonna send Corbin. I'm gonna have him fly more towards the water to see kind of if there's some originating source there. They all standing on a giant structure chanting, or is it just like where's it coming from?
Have Corbin make a perception check.
I had to check something real quick with Corbin to see how his.
I believe he does get advantage, but it's also dark. It's nighttime, so if he has dark vision.
I do not think that Corbin has night vision. So he just has
is he
a plus
raven
3.
or a crow?
He is
Plus 3?
He is a raven.
He's a raven, okay.
Plus 3. Do I have anything that's plus 3? Okay, it's just this roll plus 1. 9.
9. He doesn't spot any. It's really, really dark. Out over the ocean, the moon is suffocated by clouds as far as he flies out. Like it's just a blanket overhead. He doesn't see anything, and he turns back.
You just see Lucivage go. We're all going to die.
Can you perhaps be more specific on the nature of our death?
The hypothermia. We're going to. This is all a setup. They're setting us up for something. It looks like almost they're freezing or causing the temperature to shift. More than likely, this place is not built for cold climates, so they might just freeze us to death. We don't really have a whole lot of furs, coats, heaters.
Who is they? Who?
Well, it's coming from the ocean, and who do we know from the ocean that really doesn't like us?
Dragon eels.
That's right. Geratos, how were you able to figure that out as I look back at
as he
Dooley
back
was
to
a good old
man. It's more than likely coming from. We did get warned by the prince that if this didn't work, if we didn't let the dam blow up, something much worse would come. Death by freezing is probably one of them. Or they might unleash a giant ice monster from the sea. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah. So Maybe we should like nonchalantly go back in the tavern and be like, "Hey, you guys notice it's getting a little cold around here?" See what happens.
Do we need to panic them if there is nothing they can do about it becoming cold?
Okay. I think we need to go in there, and we need to, with absolute seriousness, just lay it down, calm and rational, and just let the crowd and audience simmer with this information.
What if we make it like a public service announcement? You know, like, hey
You are
guys, it is
right.
getting cold. Perhaps we go home and make
Yeah.
preparations.
Doo-doo. It looks like the temperature has dropped. It's below a certain degree. Prepare your fires. Something like that, calm, peaceful.
I want to imagine that Luciva like just did like a weird sort of like magical thaumaturgy, made his voice sound like it was coming out of a PA system somehow.
Actually, I can. Do,
I have
do that.
prestidigitation, so I can cause a small effect. So
I have voice of the spirit, so I can project my voice so everyone within 300 feet of me can hear me.
yeah. So let's go in there
And do that.
and do that. Okay. So we open the door.
Yep, as Geratos and Zellar are wrapping up the last song of their set, you catch like the full last song. It's really good. Jay is now at the bar with Sugar. He's having a drink. They're just enjoying the music.
Him and the dwarf will be friends. I just know it. They're both missing the same thing. A sense of humor. Okay. Right. Remember, these people look up to us as heroes. They take our word as law. Our word is as good as anything else in this town. It's better than money. We're all going to freeze to death! Okay. Let's cut it off there.
Record scratch sound.
Does Luciva scream, "We're all going to freeze to death"?
I've played the joke this far. I have to. I'll use that as an icebreaker to get
Sure.
everybody.
Okay. So Luciva, I'll let you do this however you want. Zellar and Geratos vacate the stage. You guys make eye contact. It's just like a friendly glance. After which Noka and Luciva take the stage. Forehand a bit surprised by this as he was gonna go up, but he goes, "Oh yes, of course, go ahead." And for a moment, everybody's eyes are on you. The applause comes to a stop. Some gold goes in the tip jar at the end, and they look to you for some kind of follow-up speech to that performance.
Oh, Lucy,
We're all
did you
gonna
have-
die.
Oh.
Now that I have your attention. Seriously, it's getting very cold outside.
What?
Yeah, think about it.
There's a little bit of mumbling, and Diabolus goes, "Please, we're not all going to die. It's just, sure, the weather changes. It's a cold front blowing in. Everybody make sure to bundle up out on the streets in the next couple of
Is it like when
days."
fish people attack your entire town? Immediately
Consecutively.
followed by a dam almost flooding your entire town.
Wanting to get above the pettiness a little bit, Noka is going to elevate his voice and say, "Everyone should go home and collect as much firewood as you can. Start turning your excess clothes into blankets. It is going to be cold and we do not know how long it will be cold for. Make preparations now."
Who wants to make the persuasion check for the group? It'll have advantage.
My persuasion's not good.
I probably should
Wait.
do it.
I have a +3 to persuasion.
I have a +7.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
If it's charisma, I should probably do it.
So it was Noka's ideas that are what people are going to do, but it was Zellar's snideness that actually convinced them that they should do it.
Let's be glad it was nat 20 for a 27.
All right, everybody starts to get up. There's no protestations at all.
And
Forehand
burn
goes, "Don't
down
forget to
Grey
close your
Mage
tabs.
House."
Close your tabs." And yeah, everybody pays their tabs at the bar, and as everybody kind of vacates, grumbling, you do hear like gasps of surprise as people step outside into what is now snow falling. The tavern is vacated. You see Forand, Jay, Sugar, Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys, and Diabolus and Celine. As well as there's one individual who didn't leave the bar because he simply doesn't care. Even with your natural 20, you see Gordon Trenchfoot, the guy who you beat in the very first day one of being in Cod's Breath. You beat him in the fishing competition. He was the one on the houseboat with the overalls and the straw hat. He's still wearing only that. He's just dirty, really grubby. And he's just drinking a beer that's like half his height. It's just an enormous pint. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's also not talking to anybody. He's just back there.
Yeah, he's sick. He can be
He's
there.
having a vibe.
He can do his own thing.
Yeah.
So-
Can I ask a clarifying question really quick? Are we Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys, or are we Zellar and the Pretty Boat Boys?
I believe what
That
Noka
is a
said.
good distinction.
The words that came out of Noka's mouth were Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys, as in we.
That's what
belong.
Forand said. Forand
Okay.
repeated Zellar's Pretty Boat Boys.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
good. I think that's solid.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Or, the Pretty Boat Boys. There's always that, too, when you need to shorten it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, we- like,
PBB. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the
PBBs.
PBBs.
Peanut Butter Boys.
Peanut butter baby.
All right, okay, locking in.
Me watching the roller coaster now finally reached the top.
Diabolus goes, so, you intend to cause panic? Great trouble and worry?
Maybe
I would rather
Yeah.
people be prepared for what is to come.
It was
And
just
have
an
them
interesting
freeze to
approach. That's all.
did it grab people's attention? Yes.
Do you think we should have waited 100 years and not told anyone anything, Diabolus? Do you think that would work out better?
I get it. All
sorry,
right,
sorry.
I get it. So what do we
The
do
what?
about it then? Where's it coming from? What is it?
Well,
The ocean.
Celine, you've been out on the water recently, right? You
Yes.
see anything abnormal recently? Or...
If you count less dragon eels than normal as abnormal, then yes, I assumed that they had just found a way out of the channel finally and were fleeing into the ocean. But I did notice a distinct absence of them. It's the reason I felt safe going out there.
We should probably make a little
Alright.
expedition on the water to see what's going on out there.
Celine, in your experience fishing, do you know the dragon eels to use any sort of subterranean passageways beneath the waves?
None that I've ever seen. It's tricky in the channel. Everything is kind of sod and moss and silt, so there's not a ton of natural rocky outcroppings. And I'm not the scuba diver. Gordon will slam his drink down on the counter and go, I got a story or two.
I'm immediately enraptured.
So what are you looking for? You want to know about the dragon eels, huh? The way they come and go, sneaky like. Sure, everybody thinks they're just stuck here in the channel, some hopeless little things. Well, the dragon eels, they've been here longer than most of us have. And they know a few things. They got friends on the outside. You think you kill one or two or three, it's not gonna keep them down for long, sonny. They got friends on the outside. They talk to each other. I remember the first time I sailed out to the big coral reef about 6 miles offshore. It was a real early morning out with my boys. I didn't know. Is it gonna be Limp's last sail? Limp and I shoot up, take a deep breath, take a dive. Couple little caves, couple old buildings, pieces of stone. We wasn't the first ones ever there. This little conspiracy we got going on runs deeper than we think. But most importantly, I remember Limp. Swim down to pick up a pearl off a giant clam. Now this hole, about 2 feet across, pops an absolute monster. We lost Limp. I got one of his legs back up on the ship. That was it. They're out there. They're coming and going from so much further offshore than that little channel they're stuck in. And I'm gonna find it. And he hops back up on the stool.
Lucille will just
So-
lean over to Zellar and go, "Did you get any of that?"
I think I'm in love.
Nice.
I don't know what damn word he just said.
I believe I caught it. I spent some time among the mountain people, and I picked up a little bit of their language. I believe he was telling us that he knows of some secret cave passageways leading out of the channel that these dragon eels use to access the channel, and that the population of dragon eels is not finite, and that they actually replenish themselves to and from the ocean using these subterranean passageways. Yet, from what I understand, please correct me if I'm wrong, Trenchfoot, it appears you have not yet found these passageways yourselves. You have just become aware of them.
I know where they are, but I know...
Oh!
Liam, help.
Ayúdame.
It appears that Miliki has taken Noka away
Yo,
from
I'm
us for
Geratos
some
now.
reason.
Let's go.
And I'm still me.
I know where they are. I knew if I tried to swim down one, it would be certain death. But I can tell you that if they wanted out, they would have left by now.
Perhaps there's very good fish in the channel they enjoy eating.
Sure. Perhaps they like the smell of my shiny golden nuts, too. I don't think that's what it is, boy.
Has a vibe. I think.
I think he's got to be a boat boy. I think.
I think he's an honorary boat boy. I think we all go together. We have this fine gentleman lead us on an expedition, and we go out and see what's going on up there.
All right, Trenchfoot, you're with us.
You think you got the moxie to be on Gordon Trentfoot fishing gang?
Yes.
Do we need to remind you about the outcome of the last fishing competition, my dear Trenchfoot?
Fuck you, kid. Fine. Fine. Sure, I'll take you out. You can charter my vessel for a fee.
Oh, for free?
Oh, for
Excellent.
free.
Oh,
No,
that really
that's
works.
not what I
enjoy
said.
that.
That's not what I said. You know it.
Wait, no. Gordon, was it? Yes.
You can call me Trenchfoot.
All right. Well, Mr. Trenchfoot, sir,
Yes.
I do believe we can come to a little arrangement. You see, Mr. Greymane here is very generous in financing these expeditions that dictate the fate of the entire town that he worked to build up. So,
Famously generous.
As
What do you
Zellar's
say,
talking-
Mr. Greymane? How much do you need?
well, I mean, Gordon, I think your vessel is worth quite a bit. I suppose you. How much do you think you
My
need?
standard rates are 45 gold a person, but since you're heroes of the town and whatnot, I'll do 25 gold a person. which you immediately can understand are just nonsensically overinflated prices. One of you make a persuasion check on Gordon's behalf.
Or wait, can I make a deception? All right, you heard the man. 200 gold total.
Yeah, go for it.
That's just. I want to bleed Gray Man dry. 14.
14? I don't know how stupid you think I am, Zella, but clearly it's very, and he will give you a bag with 100 gold.
All right, we'll come back for the other 100 later.
Sure, yes, of course, yes.
How
for your
much
bonus?
Do you want any heads this time around?
As usual, I'll pay you for Triton heads. It's a community service.
Now, Greymane, why don't you use the rest of their body? It
Ethan,
seems quite
no.
wasteful to leave it.
Ew. Why don't I use the... What am I doing? The head is just proof you killed it. I'm not using its body for anything.
So
It's
we could
little
bring a
freaky
different body
fish, man.
part.
No, you must bring its head. I must know what it is you slew.
But Greymane, you run a cannery. Could you not sell fish?
I don't know if it's edible. I've never tried to eat a Triton before.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Bring me back, if you want to bring me back a Triton head and also its arm or something, I could be persuaded to cook a bit and taste it. But I make no financial promises.
Timber ate the Triton.
Yep.
Oh, I have to, because we're
True.
long rested.
True.
Timber did disappear, unfortunately.
Timber's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can do it again.
Timber.
I can summon another, potentially.
I'll save her for when things get real hairy.
Hey, I see what you did there.
That wasn't in that. Out of all the shitty jokes I've done
How many
today,
puns we
that
at
was not meant to
tonight
be
per
one of
page?
them.
Say again, Ethan.
How many puns are we at tonight for page? I mean, gosh.
It's bad. It's bad. When I have a long day at work, it's the inner father and dad jokes can just come out of me.
Diabolus goes, so, I imagine you'll be out with Mr. Trenchford for some time. I'm thinking... At this point, it's no doubting anything you say. We can make some preparations. Although I'm not sure what. I haven't actually fought one of these things myself. Do you have any ideas or any way you may be able to help? I'm thinking, for starters, we could fortify the wall, temporarily evacuate anybody who's not immediately helpful. Surely they can find some beds in Snaggletooth. Yes, Luciva?
Zane, question for you. Thinking back to how the Tritons invaded I think it was like a watchtower or the guard post before the dam.
Yes.
Was there trying to remember, was there a specific way they intruded into that area? What's their preferred method of basically sneaking into these fortified areas?
It seemed very straightforward because make a survival check. 9. Make it with advantage. You're with a group. Consult.
15.
15. Talking with your friends, it seemed like super straightforward. You come to the conclusion that because they were so far from the water, their options were limited. The further inland you are, the less threatening they can be. They just snuck up on foot through the forest. You can count on the fact that they're pretty sneaky. They're stealthy. They can hide, dash, and disengage very freely. But being this close to the water, you're sure that while stealth might also be an option for them, it's not their only option.
Yeah. Lucy would recommend setting up almost checkpoints as a way like the further inland on the city is the more safer options. These areas are mainly there for stalling. They're not meant for holding out a siege against waterborne
Right.
creatures.
Maybe we can funnel them in.
Yeah.
We'll get started on that. Hopefully you're back in time. Maybe you can help us.
And Greymane, I would highly recommend it appears all of them use poisoned weapons, so I would very much recommend stocking up on some anti-venom and some other antidotes for poison.
I will talk
Otherwise,
to Mother Jade from the temple.
Good.
Well, best of luck to you then.
And to you, Greymane.
And he will shake your hand.
And nothing will happen.
And Greymane, if we do not return, please evacuate the village. It is not worth all these lives. And know that if we don't return, there may be no hope left.
After everything.
Think of your daughter, Greymane. Think of the future you tried to build for her. There will be none. You can always rebuild somewhere else. There's always another coast, always another forest.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 19 on the first one. 22.
22. You have my word.
And I know you will keep it.
This time, I will.
Yay.
Jaratos is gonna pick up his fists, and he's gonna just look at them. The question, the answer. This may be our last day together. I do not know what the end of this day will hold, but you have been with me for thick and thin. Today you demonstrated your artistry as well as your mastery of combat. And I know I am lucky to have you by my sides at all times. I love all of you.
Nice.
You want to talk to your fists?
Yeah, sure. I mean, nothing specific. Just going to, in this time, protection and safety for both Shinar and Tenna. So
Right. And Fluso at this point, just for a bit of expediency's sake, Fluso has fully moved in and is helping Tenna take care of Shinar full time now.
perfect.
Mhm.
Zane, sorry, really quick. I'm gonna
You're good, go ahead.
Jaratos, really quickly before leaving, goes up to. I'm assuming Forand is still in the bar.
Yeah.
He walks up very discreetly. They can hear me if they want, but he just walks up and he pulls out like a little parchment and some paint from his painter's kit and just writes a note. And he folds it and hands it to Forand, and I'll say very quietly, he says, Forand, if I don't return, I would ask that you please send this letter for me. Please address it to my father. He will know who it needs to be directed it to. My father's name is Thalanos Bowstrike.
He writes it down? Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
All right, friends. I believe I can die without regrets now. Let's proceed.
Okay.
All right. And you all board Gordon Trenchfoot's houseboat. He has one very, very large oar in the back that he just kind of switches off, and the houseboat kind of lilts from left to right as you push your way out of the channel. The water still as glass as the front of the houseboat cuts through the channel and out towards the ocean. The same route you took to get to the Harpies, only a little more north. Make a perception check. Just generally, everybody.
Please, oh Lord on heaven. Hey! 19.
Looking at a solid 7.
For Geratos, you are able to see, I believe it was just Geratos, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I gotta.
Geratos, you're able to see kind of the front of the reef out in the distance. You're able to see the, just kind of off down the coast. You're able to make out in the tree line the kind of broken line of canopies by the hard angles of stone, broken stone. You can see the like old ruins that Fluso once mentioned. You can see through just a single beam of moonlight that cuts across the water, cuts through the clouds, lit up like cat's eyes in the darkness. Many pairs of eyes watching you. Dragon eels watching you from the ruins. After a bit longer, the boat comes to a stop. You can gently feel the current pulling it as Gordon drops anchor. Walks over to the edge and he goes, "All right. This is it.
All right.
Should be right underneath us."
Well, gentlemen. I think
Sure.
this-
Here I have some breathing gear. I have 2 suits with helmets and
that-
little tubes. Is that a pair of human lips?
Oh, that would be necessary.
As I
All right,
just
Lucy.
Yeah, sensually make out with them. He goes, "I don't ask any questions. I'll be inside if you need me."
He's such a vibe. Okay.
I love him.
He's so great.
In my
He goes
mind,
into
he
his
has, like,
houseboat.
in my mind, he has a moonshine still in there. Like he's making moonshine in his houseboat right now.
Absolutely. Skooma.
What's the name of the boat? The Skooma Skipper.
Scuba skipper. I give everybody the lips.
Yeah, give me a little kiss.
Yeah. Noka.
Oh God, come on.
Oh God.
No could
Human
gives
lips
those lips
on
a big
smooch.
fat smooch.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Is that a pair of human lips? It's just such a vibe. I'll ask a question.
Oh man, he's such a hero.
He is. I was holding in, like, crying, laughing, like most of his speech, and I did not get a word of it.
I
did not
really was trying, and then at one point I just was in a different place. I was just losing it.
Oh. It's so good. Okay, we're
Okay.
ready.
All right,
You guys descend?
We're going in.
we descend.
Okay. All right. You jump down into the pitch dark water. I'll ask for another perception check from everybody. Who raise your hand if you don't have dark vision.
This will be a disadvantage because I don't have dark vision. Dang it! That's a
Features and traits?
It'll be under senses.
Big 5.
Senses?
I do have
It'll be
dark
on
vision.
the left.
Oh.
If it's not
That's a
there,
nat
that
20.
means you don't have it.
Hey yo!
I have it.
27. All right.
Disadvantage for
Okay.
perception, you said?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Dang.
It's gonna be a fat 5 for me.
Luciva, Noka with the 5. Zellar?
I got a 9. I have
9.
vision,
Wow.
but
Respectfully, it's really difficult to see down here. You guys can't make out anything. You can see Geratos, who is swimming with purpose. Geratos, you can see the reef. As a matter of fact, you can see that it's pockmarked with different tunnels. On a natural 20, as you swim up, you are able to see kind of down the reef. There are a couple of spots where you see dragon eel heads that are like a third of the way out, just kind of floating vertically up and down, just watching. They're far enough away from you. You can see a couple of the divots in the reef are fairly shallow, and then a couple of them are like you crawl across the reef. As a matter of fact, everybody make a stealth check.
Oh.
No disadvantage.
Also gonna be a
Regular stealth
disadvantage.
check.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
heavy
'cause you're-
armor.
his armor.
Mm,
That's gonna be a 2.
Oh, 14.
One fail. That's gonna be a success. Beats the dragon eel passive perception.
14.
14 success.
Oh.
14 success.
21.
Zeller. 21. Okay, you guys are good.
Cool.
Yeah, you're swimming stealthily. Noka a bit less so, but you're far enough away and obscured by the group that it's okay.
Yeah.
You guys approach, and at this point, the rest of you can see as well. You're within visible range of the reef. You're feeling along it with your hands, avoiding sharp corals and urchins. And you can see there are a couple particularly large tunnels that bore all the way through the reef onto the other side. Looking in, Geratos specifically with your natural 20, you're able to see, like, they go clean through the reef, and then there's not open ocean on the other side. There is stone. Laid stone.
So Geratos is gonna kind of turn to the group. And then just very slowly start swimming forward, very cautiously. Trying to make it very obvious that he's on guard because
Yeah.
they're entering a very strange place.
Absolutely. You very quietly enter into the tunnel. You look in beyond as you pass through. You don't see any movement on the other side. And as you enter into the stone chamber, which appears to be like an underwater study, it's fairly large, a little bit bare bones. There are a couple boards with things tacked up on them, some shelves with books. They're actually not paper books. What they are wax tablets, since you're underwater. But there are records and catalogs. There are some on the shelf. There are some that are spread everywhere. You see a drawn picture of Noka's face with a knife through it stuck to the board. You see a drawing of the key, just kind of there, just illustrated on a wax tablet, the one that's currently strung around Noka's arm. And yeah, make an investigation check. As you guys can make a pass over to this chamber.
Oh, 14.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yep.
17.
Nice.
And that's a natural 20 for a total of 21.
Hey yo.
It's either nat 1s or nat 20s for me tonight. There's no in between.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Okay. You find amongst the shelves, you find a lot of things. There are first and foremost, this looks to be, you immediately get the sense that this is vacated personal quarters of someone fairly important. And Noka, looking at the drawing of you, the haste with which it was drawn, the ferocity with which it was pinned up to the wall, especially after the conversation where Kalas was literally like, "Which one of you wretches has my father's key?" This, you can assume that this is Prince Kalas's personal chambers on the outside of
Oh.
town. It at least serves as an outpost where he was stationed. There are maps of Codsbreath and the surrounding routes and cities. There are routes that you can see where Triton have been patrolling. They were near the Hag Lair. You saw them approach on shore that one night. You can see the routes that they've been taking around the town for what looks to be going back 9 months or so. Say again?
So I just said, "Geez, like they've
Oh,
been
yeah.
doing this for a while."
You see a diagram of the dam with weak points circled. This is one of the diagrams that was actually taken from the dam. You can assume that this is why Kalas had all of those dwarves imprisoned down there. He's questioning them about the weaknesses. There are other pictures, not hung up on the wall, but of the rest of you as well. You see a carved sea glass mirror that's been shattered. You can tell it had something thrown at it with force. On the ground next to it, you can see just laying a coral carved figurine of a noble looking tall Triton man. It says Belethel roughly carved into the bottom.
Is that something I can pocket?
Yeah.
Can I take that?
Yeah. Coral carved effigy of Belethel, the Triton king. Let's see, there is a waterproof scroll case where you can see actual paper sketches hung up of Codsbreath that seem to have been pilfered from the town itself, dating back decades. And then, let's see. Oh, you find a small, like, underneath that scroll case, there's drawers you can open up, and it's full of shells, like large conch shells. And as you open the drawer, you just hear whispers pour out. Pick up one of the conch shells and put it up to your ear.
They got radios.
You hear Forend. You hear a recording of Forend talking to Diabolus. You pick up another one. You hear Tenna talking to Shinar on the edge of town.
Uh-oh.
These are all recordings, phonographs of conversations people in Codsbreath have had that have been close enough to eavesdrop on. Town meetings, your return from the dam, children playing near the Fey Crossing. Let's see.
Nothing if not thorough.
Bro, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
pretty much it. It's pretty much everything. You do with this, you do uncover Undumin's tactics. You can see the routes that she intends to take. You can see a bit of the planning that's been happening here, which may benefit you with your preparations for the final arc here. Lastly, you do find not a conch shell, not like a really big one, a little clam shell that almost opens like a pocket watch. Click it. It opens out. The pearl that's inside glows gently. You don't hear anything right now, but you hear like very distant sounds of conversation. This does appear to be some kind of aquatic radio. There doesn't currently appear to be anyone on the other end, which would make sense considering it was probably unintentionally left behind here.
I think if people are okay because I can mimic voices, I'll take that too.
Yeah, give that to.
Mm-hmm.
taking a look at it, and just with a bit of, save some time, it won't work above water. It's got to be fully submerged in order to communicate.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Got it.
And that is it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
lastly, and this is fairly minor. You find correspondence dating back decades from Belethel to Undumin, discussing a number of things, discussing activity on the shore, discussing the how the settlement grows, and the Fey crossing that they've been watching, protecting. Belethel describes his longing to meet his son, as he's been away from Undumin for very long. The final correspondence appears to be dated back to nearly a century ago, with Belethel describing how he wishes to return. That's it.
We have information. That's good. What do you all think we should do with all this?
Are we underwater right now?
We are underwater.
Yeah, you are. So you're like bubbling words at each other, but you can head back up to the surface stealthily if you'd like. You didn't break stealth, so I don't need you to reroll.
Okay, cool.
You guys head back up to the houseboat.
So, what do you all want to do with all this information?
Well, if the prince is on our plane, I could theoretically scry on him and see if we get something. If he's not, this, clam radio thing could give us a means to contact them to come to us if we do it the right way.
Right.
That is
That could
that
work.
is a good idea. I suppose. Should we prepare for you to scry?
Yeah, I suppose I'd start that process. I guess it doesn't fully matter. I have the coral effigy on my person. I have the radio as well.
So that's a personal belonging, right? So that's a minus 10 to his save?
I believe it's only a -4. Let me double check.
We also have his
So-
dad's key. So
Yeah,
that's also-
I've met him, so that doesn't change anything. I have a body part would be a -10, but it's a
Okay,
-4
gotcha.
because it's a possession.
Okay, gotcha. I'm rolling a wisdom save, subtracting 4. That is a total of 3.
Yeah, it doesn't break 17.
Actually, it's a total of 9. Does that...
Does not beat 17.
What if it was 10? Would 10 do it?
I gotta say, being on this side of things
Solid.
after rolling against you, I'm like, but it's a big 4.
it's a big it's a big 9.
It does feel
It's a really
pretty
cool
good
9.
to be like, no, give me what I want.
All right. As the scrying sensor locks in, you see a bloodied Prince Kalas, currently being attended to by very regal-looking physicians. He's seated in a stool, very poised. His posture is very good. He's sitting up very straight. His armor has been removed. They're like wrapping bandages around his midsection, stitching wounds on his arms closed.
Calling a
you see-
mecha cyborg skeleton inside of him.
this next arc is going to be nuts. It's Adam Smasher. No, he's talking to this. Kalas is tall, particularly tall, even by Triton standards. Triton are generally speaking just slightly taller than dwarves. Kalas was like 6 feet tall. He's speaking to an even taller figure. At least you think so. You can't see her legs. She is completely surrounded by what looks to be shelves of coral and aquatic rock sloping out to create the elegant curves of what looked to be a ballroom dress of sorts. Her face is obscured in darkness, but you can see her eyes shining through, gleaming down on Kalas as he explains his failure to his queen. You see Undumin in her glory, obscured behind her regal, deceptive size. You see, just with a glance at her, she carries no weapons. The water flows around her as she steps. She has a great deal of command over the arcane, it would appear. The scrying sensor stays up for a minute as Undumin scolds him. And just as it disappears, you hear her say, "Do not worry, my boy. It is easy to lose the battle and still win the war." She'll put her finger under her chin, or under his chin, and lift his eyes to hers. "We will make your father proud of you yet." And the scrying sensor will disappear.
Zalar, what did you see with your gnome eyes?
Think we pissed off mommy.
He has a mom?
But most people do.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it
Did not strike me.
seems-
I apologize, I was interrupting.
No, it seems as if the plan can continue in a different way than it had before, despite the dam not being a fruitful venture. The only thing I can't fully understand is why they would cease barking up that tree. It seems like they might just want to wear resources thin entirely. That's why they keep trying different things.
Could be damaging multiple fronts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's also less likely for them to succeed on another raid at the dam now that they know our intentions on. So,
Saying, can I kind of want to. I'm playing a low int character. Can I make a random intelligence check to see if Jeratos would like piece some things together?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna make just a flat int. I'm gonna make a flat int roll. Nope, that's a 1.
You are
Jared- okay,
unsure of
so-
what their next steps may be.
So Jeratos is gonna like really, really, really deeply think, and he's just gonna. And you all think like, oh, he's thinking about like what could be happening. You know, it did not strike me. That prince did not strike me as one who knew the love of a mother. I'm still shocked by this.
It seems as if the father is disappointed in the
and not
prince.
present. Absentee fathers do cause trouble.
That would explain the anger.
But maybe there's a chance to persuade him yet.
Perhaps.
I was
perhaps
thinking more of using it against him.
I understand that too, and I suppose we could, but
Who picked up Noka with the natural 20 on the investigation, right? Noka had
Yes.
nat 20?
Mhm.
Noka, you pour over the notes again that you took from the study, and you see. You go back, you think back over the town's history, you think back of the things that you've learned from Diabolus and Zellar, and you think back to the things Fluso told you about how the key was lost in the rubble of the destroyed Triton outpost all that time ago. You think that Kalas's father died then. You think that this lord was stationed here with his lings, carefully guarding a Feywild portal, which was unexpectedly opened by Diabolus and resulted in the outpouring of Fey monsters in the surrounding Codsbreath today. You heard about the massacre that happened there, all the Triton bodies, skeletons that were discovered. You suddenly feel like this is vengeance. You look back over the attack plans, the scouting, the paths that they've been taking. You realize that out of everything that they've had planned, you've stopped it all. The only plan that is currently unaccounted for that you see among their potential battle plans is a full frontal assault.
I mean, normally I would construe that as meaning that they're not planning on doing one.
Like, it's there. It's in writing.
Oh, okay.
It's in writing along with the attack on the dam, the attack on the merchant vessel, the work that they were doing with the hags, as well as some prior plans that seem to have failed as well before you arrived.
There's only one more option that they can turn to.
One more option that they can turn to, and you begin to think about what Luciva was saying about weakening the town, running them out of supplies, making everybody cold, malnourished.
But what do you think, Noka? Looks like you've been poring over the notes. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Noka's gonna convey to everyone what we just learned, or I guess I should say what we put together more accurately. This does seem like a plot of vengeance more than anything else. And we should be expecting a full frontal assault, but we don't exactly know how it's going to work or where they're going to come from.
Right. So, I mean, I think we have two options here. Let me know what you think about both of them. One, we stand with the town and protect them. As the oncoming horde of Triton come, we guard the area, we fight them off, and we keep them away from destroying the town. Option two, we, as they are attacking the city, go around, maybe assassinate the prince or the queen, just saying. You know, cut the head off the snake. It's a very expensive head, too. We do get paid by the head.
Flat rate, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think we can talk it up. I think we can bump that number up. You're very persuasive.
I do my best.
And if persuasion fails, there is always the second option.
Violence?
It's a good question, and the answer are two options to consider.
I do like it.
I must say, I did have a quite terrible time fighting in the dam when the water started flooding in. I don't think I want to repeat that sort of engagement. So I do believe it would benefit us to try and have this fight on land, rather than trying to invade them in their home territory.
I agree. And I'd like to throw another monkey wrench into the thought process. Noka, if we were to do option B, nobody's there to protect Shana or your brother. So, thoughts to consider.
My brother is protecting Shinar. I know that no one is there to protect him, but I left her in his care. I believe in him, although it does make me worried.
Looking over the battle plan, Zane, was there any indication on as to when they were planning?
You don't see a time frame.
Okay.
You don't see a time frame. You assume they'll wait as long as they can.
They'll wait for us to be weak and cold and not
Yeah.
ready for it.
Oh.
So, what if we? They're trying to weaken the town. So what if we did something that would exasperate, make them jump the gun, make them move too quickly, to where the town is still ready and prepared, awake, ready to fight.
Well, we do have one thing that we know that they want more than anything. And Gyarados just kind of points at the drawing of the key.
That's true.
We have a bait for the trap. We need only build the cage.
Agreed. What if? Because they know the key is in our possession. They know where we are. They've waited this long. It's a matter of waiting it out and seeing how it goes. Is there a way you think we can fool them into thinking that we were leaving with the key? We're getting the key away from the island, outside of their sphere of control. They would have to act. They would have to stop us. We get them to reveal their hand to try and keep Noka and the key from leaving the island, from where they know. So, why don't we
Zellar.
trick them?
Zellar. How convincing of a I almost said Sahagin. How convincing of a Triton voice can you do?
Well, at this point, I could create the queen and the prince's voice to perfection.
But what we don't need the royalty. We simply need a foot soldier. What
we
if one of the
can-
ones that we ran into and killed?
I think we had a run-in with one that would be long enough. I'll be candid, boys. I'm a little bit torn about all of this. I can't quite piece together to what end we need to keep the key from them. But it is a point of leverage at this point. Perhaps we can use it, and Luciva, I'm going to ask that you keep your gags to a minimum when I say this, is it might be our best point of leverage into some peace negotiations. You seem a little bit queasy, but okay. So I'll continue. I think perhaps the prince could be reasoned with. I imagine the queen seems a bit more aggressive, angry, and I think that's a bit understandable given the circumstances. But if we can find a way to have them meet us somewhere that's not the town, keep the townsfolk out of this entirely, only condition we would really need is that we could have a face-to-face meeting with the prince. I could talk to him from there.
Use the communication device to lure them into a surprise meeting for a negotiation for peace, trading the key for the safety of Cod's Breath?
Unless you all are afraid of what the key might unlock, I just keep thinking back to that dragon eel wanting to go home, frankly.
Yeah, Noka kind of nods somberly.
I think if you think this is the best course of action, and if you think that despite all the bad blood between these two people, that it could be resolved, I'm willing to give it a shot, gags aside.
Gyarados is having flashbacks to inside the dam when he was like smiling, laughing, punching one of the people to death while taunting the prince and going, "Yeah, I believe peace is an option."
They've killed us, and they've killed ours, and it's bloodshed on both sides. But I think, Zella, you've got the right of it. Sometimes it's better to put bad blood aside, so that way we don't have to keep billing.
Yeah, and I didn't. I mean, the prince certainly saw me harm his people. It threw one of them into a poor laughing fit for, a good amount of time right before his death. But he did do more harm to me, the prince, ultimately, than I did to him. So I think if I'm a little bit candid, it might bear some fruit. We've seen Greymane's means of discussion or lack thereof. I don't exactly think that he's even tried getting a method of peace across.
I say, Zera, I say we give it a shot. The worst thing that we can say is that we died trying for peace. So,
And that everyone else died because we died trying for peace. So perhaps there is necessity in having backup plan in case this
I
sort
already
of
have an idea.
okay.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
I,
I have many ways of scaring people.
I am not a smart man, and I don't. There's many things here that I'm not sure about. I'm not sure who we can really trust anymore. I'm not sure exactly what led to where we are now. I'm not even sure what motivates those that remain to continue. But something I also don't know is exactly why that key is so important. From the beginning, from the moment that we met Noka, and that key revealed itself, so many different parties and players have attempted to steal and return it to them. From the hags to the other Triton to eventually the prince himself. And it's so important that he drew a picture of Noka down below us as just to remind himself of the person he's looking for. I fear inviting them directly to us may just be exactly what they want. But I don't know.
Well, the alternative is that they attack Cod's Breath and bring us to them that way. Regardless, we're on limited time.
Perhaps with our limited time, we could prepare. Perhaps maybe we have a sort of compromise between the two ideas. Perhaps we do invite them to a location away from the town. But before they arrive, perhaps we prepare this location for their arrival. If you understand my meaning.
I think I see what you're putting down. It also should be a location that they do have a distinct disadvantage on. A lot of land, not a lot of water.
Absolutely.
Have we been anywhere that fits the bill?
I believe there were some woods, weren't there? Some woods where one Noka nearly died to a bear. There was
That
a,
was
there was
elevated
a cave.
ground.
There was
Mhm.
a cave in there as well.
We can get them there without going through the town, then I think that might
Was
be our
that
best
little
bet.
alcove with the cave, Zane? Was that coastal sided at all?
It was. I mean, everything around Cod's Breath is technically coastal, but it wasn't right on the water. If that's what you're asking.
I got
It
you.
was
I'm
close to the
wondering
beach,
if
but
the cave could have been connected to the ocean at all, and we could like meet them in an aquatic cave area.
that one, I'll say that one wasn't because it was
Okay.
deeper into the forest. But there are caves that you would know of.
Yeah. So Noka throws out the idea of an aquatic cave, perhaps being a good meeting spot. Because they could swim out from under there, but we'd be on solid ground.
We just need to keep them away from the water if a fight is what you all are concerned about.
Well, I thought it was more so that we wanted to be on solid land.
That too, but like also,
Yeah.
they're not going to be too convinced if they don't feel like they a way of escaping.
Yeah.
So they're
Fair.
going to want some kind of even ground, but as long not drowning and able to keep our fists above water, I think we'll be all right. So, why don't we I think the best thing for us to do is to find a cave location that fits the bill. We kind of prep ourselves and prep the area, and then our actor here can go ahead and see if we can summon them on over to us. In the meantime, also, the people of Cod's Breath to prep. So,
All right. Well, I suppose it's back to the houseboat with us.
this is going to be so much fun.
You return to the houseboat. Gordon Trenchfoot will of course meet you guys on deck with 4 shots of pure corn moonshine. Why it's cold out there tonight. Here, this should warm you up. And he'll give you each one of the most potent grain alcohol shots you've ever had in your life. And we will take a quick 5-minute break while the pretty boat boys head back into Cod's Breath.
Yeah.
And we will be right back.
Oh man. I actually miss being able to buy gas station moonshine. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
Story
in
of
my
life.
like in my mind, I'm imagining like the fucking mason jars they come in. Like
Oh my
it's
gosh.
yeah. It's yeah. I'm from the hills. What can I say?
From the hills, from the far lands.
I'm a Billy of the hills. That's what they call me.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
The
yeah.
negotiations could go horribly. I've just been piecing together all the information that I have written down and really sizing up how Greymane has behaved.
yeah.
I
And-
appreciate your moral conundrum, Alex.
I only want to put myself in the danger that I am causing
Mm-hmm.
through this, but it does feel as if there's an element that is not adding up, because them doing such extreme measures was a direct result of getting pretty nastily treated a long time ago, and they're still holding the grudge,
Yeah.
but it seems like some of it's justified because I don't fully trust Greymane to have done things the right way, Mr. Opening a nice little Fey crossing.
Yeah. Did we determine what actually slaughtered all the Triton? Like what killed
It
them?
was Greymane and his group.
Was
I believe it
Greymane
was
that killed everybody?
Greymane's group
Mhm.
releasing the Fae. So
Yeah,
it
when
was
they-
like
Yeah.
Guys,
it wasn't
when they
them
opened-
directly, but they didn't have the force to do it. They let the
I'm
Fae
just-
take care of it.
guys.
Yeah.
have
I'm
you-
just wondering. Yeah, go.
Zane went to me before Ray. He's like, "Have you guys heard about colonization? Crazy, bro."
Yeah.
I'd be more terrified if they let like not just a bunch of Fae out, but like a specific terrifying Fae. Like
Yeah.
Which one?
there's something.
Just is there?
Listen, I could take a giant wheel and spin it, and any of those options would be bad.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. I found it in my notes. Here we go. The people were Okay, so the Triton were guarding and monitoring a Fey crossing. Greymane
Yeah.
stole the key from the Triton, from the king, I believe. And I forgot I wrote down. It opens the Fey crossing. That is the key to the Fey crossing. When they opened the Fey crossing, it summoned a Fey charged storm that lasted for, I think they said, months. And I believe it was that Fey charged storm that destroyed the Triton outpost on the sea.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Good note taking, Gary. That's awesome.
Thank you. I had to like scroll up because I have like 6 pages of notes right now.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys. This has been a fun one. Far.
a very good one.
I'm gonna, while we're on restroom break, I'll go actually use the restroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab water because I like literally got home and grabbed goldfish and sat down.
Nice.
Nice. Well, now we have rotating cast of people to talk to.
I know. The Q&A changes every time.
Ethan, your internet went out. That was fun.
That was good. It's a good time.
Yeah,
So,
that was pretty fun.
by the way, I can make custom emotes. If we do an affiliate, but that means we will have to run ads, not get pre.
Hmm.
And it would be an ad every a minute and a half of ads every 30 minutes or 1 minute. Not having pre.
Hmm.
Trying to decide what makes.
Right.
What's up?
Oh, I was talking about how we can have custom emotes and stuff like that, but we have to be an affiliate, which we can do. But that means we would have to show ads every 30 minutes or give people pre-roll ads, which I dislike pre-roll ads the most out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then people click off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, because we can't really keep cutting every 30 minutes for an ad break.
Yeah.
Or you can do 1 3-minute one every hour.
It's not terrible. Enough time for a pee break and grab some food.
Yeah.
Have a little
We could.
pop up like
Can we do it like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like ding, 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 like the arrow coming?
It's like the one guitar.
Yeah, it's
when you
roundabout,
get
but
near-
yes.
when you get
Yes.
near having to start playing them all.
Yeah.
Play me off, Johnny.
Yeah, so those are our options. So like custom on.
Yeah, we have some good ones.
We do.
Thinking just like a nat one on and shocked eat.
That was
That
so
was
good.
really good. That's good.
I love that so much. Who's in charge of the casters and blasters channel that we're on right now, so we can change the name of our voice channel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it's just
We're now the-
generic adventuring name. So
No, we're the Pretty Boat Boys.
We are the pretty
Instead
boat
of the
boys.
Ice Boys.
Pretty boat boys
Instead of the-
now
Zane
and
mod
forevermore.
Zane mogged you, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Me.
Mog.
Zane mogs me all the time.
I still am deeply saddened by not being called the wet fairies.
The wet fairies.
I think that was
that
That'll be our name in the foreplay casino. Okay. That will
yeah
be what
for
we-
sure.
Yeah.
The 4 wet fairies in the 4-play casino.
Yeah.
The four wet there.
Four
The
wet
foreplay
fairies.
casino.
Oh,
That
goodness.
is
my god.
the
terrifying.
Pretty Boat Boys though is making me chuckle.
It is a good.
I believe
one.
it was
I
just
like
the
it.
Boat Boys, but then Ethan said we're the Pretty Boat
Ethan,
Boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Ethan did say that.
Ethan
We're
did
so
say that.
good.
It
Could have
rolled
thrust that in.
perfectly.
Bottom of the ninth.
It was so good.
What are the
I
players
almost-
only?
My
Oh wait, there's a
Hey.
players only. So what power?
Ooh.
dude.
I really like this one. I think this is actually my favorite.
The inmates
like-
are running the asylum.
That
Oh,
is.
no.
This is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
is
No
very
one
dangerous.
asked the Zane, do we level up question? But
I forgot to ask that because we did fight a bunch of Triton.
we
I was
did.
waiting for the end of the session to be like, dude,
Oh yeah.
I
level up.
presumed a mid-session level up would be tough.
it'd be a bit
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah. I forgot you guys are all casters, so you actually have to make choices when you level up, and you don't just click the button and go, yay!
It's not just giving to more things.
That's
I can
why-
punch
We gotta-
yay!
That's why I normally play bards, so that I pick just a few spells and then I don't have to worry about to level up.
Well, this would have been a feat level up though.
Oh, never mind. Oh, is it
Oh,
8?
yeah.
8 for you guys?
This would
Yeah.
have been to 8.
What
so-
feet during your level up?
Which
You
I already
heard
know
me.
what feat I'm getting. I already know. I picked it out in level 4. I know it.
See,
I probably
ability
should be-
score improvement. Oh, I don't get an
I-
indication yet. Oh,
I might
that
have to take the
sucks.
ability score improvement. I might just need to max out my charisma
You get
before
your
the
That's
stats
what
end.
I-
up to 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I was debating
Yeah.
doing that for because if I get my wisdom to 20, it means I get a +5 to everything. Like I get more
right.
AC, I get more what is it? I get more AC, I get more damage, I get better chance to hit, and my spell save DC goes up.
My
And it'll improve
general
my true strike. Ugh, man.
my general is 4 abilities 4 and then 8 I'll take it. Well, I'll do it. Kind of what I've always.
because I was debating, because of the way that I've been like characterizing Geratos, I was genuinely debating taking Charger, because I've established several times that Geratos just sprints directly towards someone, and part of the Charger feat is that you get bonus damage if you run 10 feet before you hit someone. But I also kind of need mobile, because I realized
I feel
that
like mobile's
mobile's
your
kind of
best bet.
necessary as a monk. I'm realizing you kind of
Mobile's
need to
good.
be able to.
I feel like
Like,
if you took
guys-
Charger, it's a one and done in combat kind of.
It's me. I'm back. Sorry.
Well, so we're on
He's
player
back.
only
I'm back.
screen, so you have no power anymore.
No. No.
All right, Zane, roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I want
I
everyone
leveled-
in
I
chat to
leveled
know
them
that
up,
Zane
though.
had time to send us a meme in the Instagram DM chat that we have, and not enough time to get back.
Wow.
Crazy that he
Wait,
did
Which one
that.
was it?
Let's
What was
everybody
it? Hang
review the
on.
meme. Everybody
What
review the
meme was
meme.
it? I actually do need to know now.
And suddenly,
Oh, yeah.
Milka is
This was good.
dead.
I hear it, too.
Sorry.
No, it's funny.
It's pretty good. I'll give it a like.
It's very
All right,
hard
let's
to
go.
read. No, everyone silently read the meme. No one else can see.
White
Come on.
text on the beige background of that font. Is
Yeah,
that's
so
what-
killer.
I
Really?
didn't see the
Genuinely
girly
hurting
pop
my
dreadnought
eyes.
from earlier. That's genuinely sick. Holy shit.
All right, everyone. Here it is. It's a text message chain. The foolish jester. Twin. Let's buy glass houses and throw stones from them. You trying to come put all your eggs in one basket with me? These look like shit, bro. Just look at these covers. Bruh, I spilled this milk everywhere. I can't stop crying, bro. Thank you, Zane. Thank you.
No problem. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Name's
Appreciate
back.
it.
After this great meme, and I'm disappearing. Goodbye.
Bye, Liam.
Bye, Leah.
And thusly we return. Gordon Trenchfoot. We all see him back, cat breath. Gordon Trenchfoot will bring you back. It is early in the morning now. It's probably just after midnight.
Our sleep
Ah.
schedule's all kinds of messed up, man.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. You pulled an all-nighter last night.
Nice.
As you return to the town, the more hardy fishermen and women of the town are still active, doing what they can to. You can see that they're building up the sea wall in anticipation of a rising tide. Celine is the one who is currently leading the construction effort. She's not much of a worker. She's a great delegator, though. She's standing on the other side, and she's just kind of watching them as they build the seawall. She's standing on a boat. She's watching as it goes higher and higher. They're putting like wooden palisades, just logs and pieces of wood just strapped together on the seawall just to make it taller. Unless there's anything specific that you guys want to do, there are ways to help them reinforce the town currently. I see you, Gary.
Okay. Geratos was gonna run up to Celine really quick, and just be like, Celine, very quickly. I see you all are reinforcing the seawall. That's good. Do you have any more gunpowder barrels around town?
The merchants were able to just make off with only 2 by the time the Tritons had finished ransacking the vessel.
2. That may not be enough. Unless, could you all right, what I would recommend then is break up these gunpowder barrels and create smaller bombs out of them. Bury them in the beach along the way from the ocean leading into town. That will buy you all a little bit more time. If they cross over it, you can ignite them, causing them to explode. A little landmine,
right.
if you will.
She's writing this down. All right.
We once had to defend our forest against a really nasty pack of bears, and that seemed to do the trick for us.
Planted bombs to fight the bears.
They were very big bears. They were
All
dire
right.
bears.
Sure. I believe you.
The bombs did nothing. The bombs did
Oh.
just 1,000-yard stare.
All right. Right. So about those about the bombs, we'll go ahead and get those buried, Geratos. Thank you.
You're
That's
gonna
a good
get
idea.
them bear eat.
No, that's not what I meant.
No. Geratos just goes PTSD. Ah!
Like the astral arms appear.
Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't know that he's suffering timber response from the bears. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Timber. He's not a dire bear. He's a good bear. He's a good bear.
Emotional support bear.
He's my emotional support bear. Oh, do I just go ahead and? I feel like I should just go ahead and summon another animal. I don't know.
Just for funsies.
Just for fun.
Just let one rip.
Yeah, dude. Knowing it, I'm gonna get a weasel. I know it.
Yeah. Finn's got a good
Uh,
track record with weasels, though.
That's true. Can I go ahead and
weasel voices?
can I go ahead and reach into my bag of tricks?
And right?
Yes, it's the tan bag of tricks. I need to roll a d8.
Absolutely, you can.
All right, so I'm gonna expend a charge. Boom, and then I'm gonna roll a d8. There it is. And here we go. So that's a 6. A 6 is for the tan bag. It's a giant weasel.
It is a giant weasel.
Yeah! I got the weasel.
5e.
That's
Yo, this thing is kind of good, dude. 40-foot move speed, stealth +5, dark vision out to 60 feet, advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell, with a bite that deals 1d4 + 3 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Dang, bro.
It's a good weasel.
Can I reroll my character as a giant weasel?
Yeah. Sure, it's not too late for that. We're only on the possibly second to last episode of the campaign. We'll probably have 2 more. Probably have 2 more episodes.
Noka, how come you don't just make it where whenever you do your primal fury that you get weasel hands?
It is now.
I've negotiated with my god.
Yeah, as you throw the ball from the bag of tricks, the giant weasel appears in front of you and
You
just
faintly
kind of
hear
chirps
the
at you.
Pokemon theme song in the back of your head.
From now on, you are now known as Wesley. Come, Wesley.
Wesley will follow you.
Perfect. All right,
Okay.
Wesley Weasel. Here we are.
And what they do is the townsfolk will make little wooden balls with fuses in them that they'll bury under the sand with the fuses sticking out. So that's something that you guys can also theoretically use. All right. You also see Jay is currently kind of out on the streets. There are some of the bigger fishermen that whichever ones aren't helping with the seawall, they're currently training with some rusty swords and pitchforks. Some of them have real swords, just family weapons, shields, anything they have. A small town militia of about 9 men. You see Tenna among the ranks, Noka, as you guys return. Sparring with a fisherman who looks to be about 60.
Noka does the older brother thing and, leans up against a nearby fence or building and is kind of watching, nodding approvingly.
For sure. He's doing great, man. He's really good.
Since I have technically been in town, specifically training Celine to do combat, can I watch what they're doing and see if that the practice they're doing is actually good
Absolutely.
Okay.
What check would you like to make for this? You could do perception or
Maybe insight?
Yeah, do insight.
Okay. I was like, this feels like it might be an insight because I'm trying to determine the quality of
Sure.
That is 23.
23. The old man who's leading them certainly has some kind of security background. He's not inexperienced, but you think that there are ways you can help if you step in.
Okay. So, Jaratos will step in and just very, very cautious, very calmly be like, my friend, now I noticed that you are indeed training a militia and you're doing quite well, but may I offer just a simple suggestion as to how to focus your training to really, really amplify the strengths of your position that you're in?
You got advice, let us know.
Absolutely. And I kind of turn and look at everyone. You all are going to be fighting from a defensive position. You are constantly going to be on your back feet. The enemy will be pushing and driving into you. You must use this to your advantage. You will have the weight advantage. So settle your feet in and dig deep. Use most of your body's momentum to generate more force into your swings, and that will push people back as they try to push into you. And then I kind of demonstrate it with like a quick, like with the old man, really quick, as no,
Yeah.
come at me.
Does.
Yeah, and then I just kind
He'll
of like
charge
very,
you
again,
shield up.
yeah, and again, he just kind of like again plant my feet deep and just like bash the thing right into him and just kind of knock him
Yeah,
back a
you
little.
guys come to a lock. He ends up losing ground, and at this point, you end up helping him direct. You guys start doing a couple 4v5 skirmishes where 4 are defending, 5 are attacking, and they just like take turns switching off and pushing up against one another. Yeah,
Good,
cool.
good.
You're assisting in training the militia.
Do 20 more reps, my friends. 20 more reps. I want to see some sweat, boys. You see your Gyarados' voice getting more and more intense. We don't stop at first blood, boys. I apologize for this. That was very uncouth.
The bloodlust. Lucy will be up in. I know, I believe the church is the largest building in town. What's the?
Would be Greymane Manor technically is.
Yeah.
Because the Greymane Manor has like the factory on the first and second floor of the house.
Luciva will
So-
have somehow made his way to the top of that, and he's just watching the town from above, watching what everybody's doing, and he just pulls out his just grabs a quill, and he starts writing in it, just watching what everybody's doing on the eve before.
I lost you.
He's
watching-
just watching what everybody's doing the eve before the battle.
Okay. You draw some images of the seawall going up. Get a quick sketch of the skirmishes that the militia is doing with Gyarados stood there on top of a box just yelling at them. Zelar, Noka, what are you guys up to?
If the group is all right with it, I would be making the arrangements to send the message over the clam. So finding the right spot and then going back to the water to talk with them.
Yeah, for sure. So if you and Noka, while Luciva and Gyarados are in town, if you and Noka step outside of town for a minute just to scout the edge of the nearby wilderness, stealthily and carefully, you're able to locate kind of the cave network that Noka was talking about. It's not far from where you found the bear. It's a series of caves that kind of all connect to each other in kind of a rock face that juts up a few 100 feet away from the ocean. You can see the water from where you are, but you're up on dry land, and there is like a grotto area to some of these caves.
Seems like the spot.
Yep.
Guess I'll go talk to the prince. And so I'd go back down to the shore and just sort of
Yeah.
wade in the water for a little bit and then
Yep.
go underneath and hello?
There's a pause. And then you hear the sound of movement as it sounds like the clam is physically picked up on the other side. And you hear, hello?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Hang on. Sorry.
What are you talking about? You called me. Who is this?
Who are you? Who am I? Who are you?
Who are you?
Hang on.
Well, I can get to that very quickly because I have it right here. I have the advantage in that regard.
Do you speak Primordial?
I do have comprehend languages that I could throw
Okay.
out, but I can't
Okay.
speak. So that I wouldn't have time to ritual cast it. So I would just
Cast it, first level spell, yep.
Mhm.
He returns, he speaks to you in Primordial and he goes, have you forgotten the code?
I don't know it in the first place.
Who is this?
Do you know a Zellar?
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to be able to put me in touch with your prince, would you?
You would, and that's been. He's now switched back to common. You would love that, wouldn't you? Why?
I feel as if there's been a lot going on with the lack of communication. And certainly it's you, as far as I'm concerned, to a certain extent, you all have been wronged. And I think the people of Cod's Breath were unwitting participants of that. I would like to understand a little bit more what truly happened, your side of the story.
Make a persuasion check.
You got these? You got this?
23.
There's a long pause.
You will wait here. And it sounds like it is set back down on whatever surface it was on. You hear the sound of footsteps pacing away from it.
I would like put my head above water at that point, just kind of splash around. I don't have to be that deep because I'm so tiny.
Yeah.
I'm probably like still just sitting very close
You're just
to
like
the beach.
in the waves.
Yeah.
I imagine you're doing that thing where you squeeze your hand to like make water shoot out.
Yeah.
Gnome.
Yes?
You requested me.
Hi. Yeah, I did. How are you feeling?
How did you find this communications device?
It was out in the water.
I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm perfectly well.
Good. Good. I was wondering if we could have a face-to-face meeting somewhere that's a little ways out of town. We found this cave that you'd be able to access directly from the water. You wouldn't have to put yourselves in harm's way to get there, but I would only ask that we could have the ability to speak peacefully.
You think to lure me into a trap? You believe me naive to the affairs of men?
Sort. Look, if I was going to attempt to lure you into a trap, I certainly wouldn't want you to know that it was me in the first place. Not exactly my MO, is talking as myself. The reason I'm doing it now is because
You would have
whether
been
you
able to
believe
trick
me
me.
or not. I'm sorry.
You believe you would have been able to trick me?
I've been able to trick, a lot of local fools, but you don't seem to be one of them. I'm playing the
Regardless.
hand that I've been dealt, and it seems like you all have been kind of having to do the same thing.
A meeting to discuss what?
Well, I would like to know what happened with your father. I would like to know the true purposes that you all see in the Gate Key of the Deep. I want to understand. I'm not from here. I'm kind of new to all this, and so maybe their perspectives has been tainted by, propaganda, the like. I'm not there.
Where's this location?
I've described the cave, however best I could even describe for him to get there from the
Sure.
water.
Nose starts bleeding. Longitude 51, 23, latitude 51.
I'm
I've got the
sending
coordinates
you
on
the
your map.
GPS coordinates through the shell phone.
There's another long pause.
That's not my IP address.
When?
Tomorrow.
I believe if you're willing, tomorrow
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow evening works for me.
I will bring force. Don't make me use it. And the shell closes.
All right.
Is that what he names his fist? Force.
Zellar does that for about a literal hour and then goes back into town. While they're building walls.
Noka, you are watching this whole. You're watching. Your Noka's with you. I assume
Yeah, I was
Noka's
gonna say,
probably
I
on
was-
shore, like a
I was
parent
on
watching their
shore,
kid play in the ocean.
Does Noka join him?
I don't know. Zellar can make a persuasion check. It'll probably be high enough.
I think after Zellar does about half an hour of that by himself, he looks back to Noka and gives a nice persuasion of 19.
Yeah, I was gonna say my internal
Yeah.
DC was 15, so Noka ends up getting in the water and splashing around.
So then we just splash around. I'm getting like drowned borderline by his splashes.
Also,
much
it's like
smaller.
Waterboarded.
I need to remind everyone, it is also freezing cold. It is currently snowing and there's frost on the ground.
I feel like deep
Yeah, it's-
gnomes can
it's
deal
cold.
with cold. It's fine.
I
So
have
Goliaths can too.
mountain-born
Goliaths have
resistance
resistant.
to cold damage and natural acclimation to high altitudes.
Yeah, Noka's fine.
And Zellar's just built different, dude. It's
Hell yeah.
it's-
Enjoys his
You know-
ice baths.
Years of drugs have made him numb.
How far in the Arctic tundra Noka lived, dude? Like this was our hot springs were colder than this water.
Yeah.
Right. And so you guys head back into town?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Is there anything else that you guys wish to do to help the town prepare? Or anything else that you guys want to do throughout the evening? Because this is, at the moment, like you guys kind of have the other half of the day, night, to do whatever you want to before you are, before you need to rest again.
Luciva will help set traps throughout the city for little choke points or areas to funnel them, so that way they're not getting around.
Perfect. Make an Arcana check.
21.
21. Familiarity with runes and traps, being the dungeon delver, right? Being the one who is constantly like in places where things can blow up in your face. You're experienced enough to help construct some fairly rudimentary explosive devices, and you help the townsfolk plant them in good, significant positions. I'll actually, next week, that'll be important, and I'll give you some say.
I forgot
Gary,
that
I
out of
saw your
all
hand,
of us,
too.
Paige is like the actual, or Luciva's like the actual adventurer, like the one who has gone on
Yeah.
multiple dungeon delves and stuff like that.
Jeratos would go find Kamaka.
Okay.
After,
Kamaka's
after-
in the militia.
Cool. So Jeratos would go up to Kamaka and say, Kamaka, I just had a thought. I believe our resources are very limited, and so we really need to stretch them out. Do you believe it would be possible to weaponize our fishing nets?
Yes. Easy.
God.
Easy. I just
I
put
think
hooks and glass in them.
good. I think what we should do also is maybe we should keep some on shore, definitely, to have the militia be able to toss, but perhaps we should lay traps out in the sea as well. Maybe we can have some boats stationed out with them dangling beneath as almost dredging the waters. to try and capture them as they try to invade the shore.
Okay.
Turn
Okay.
their home field advantage against them. Trap them under there.
Oh, Luciva likes this.
Triton are going to be telling horror stories about the invasion
Gyarados
of
Bow
Podfret.
Strike.
Gyarados Bow Strike, and then like they're climbing onto the caught in the nets. I was trampling over the body of my brother as he was ripped to shreds by the glass and hooks. I could still hear his screams, but we had to use something to get through.
And then when we got to the beach, the sand started exploding.
It's D-Day. It's D-Day. Kamaka goes, I have something I've been working on. It's like big net gun. Basically, it's like spear gun, right? Okay, you follow so far. Only 4 spear gun. And then you put them all out kind of like, so the spear guns go like boop, 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 boop. And then you put the corners of the net on the spears and you launch it. Elastic makes spears go, and then the net spread out and it go very far. And it's sticking to ground so it can't move.
Maka, you have a beautiful and devious mind. I love it.
I will start building more. It's easy, actually. I just tape 4 spear guns together.
I love the sound of that. Excellent, Kamaka. I'll leave you to it.
I'm on it. And she goes back to her shop. Okay.
And I just rejoined the group.
Okay. All right, guys.
Last thing, Noka. Did we ever decide on a locale that everyone was going to be in together in one place for like the central location in the town for people to be this furthest away from the water?
Diabolus will volunteer his house.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
There is technically enough room in there for all the women and children who aren't going to be able to make the trip to Snaggletooth Bluff.
I want you to know, Noka is going door to door and making sure that everyone understands exactly what is happening and personally escorting them into Greymane's manor.
Okay.
Into like safe places. He's
Yeah.
making sure that enough firewood is piled up. He's making sure that there are enough blankets. He's double and triple checking the rations with what's his name? Who runs the tavern? His name starts with an F. I'm
Forend.
forgetting.
Forend.
Yes,
Forend,
with
Forend.
Forend.
Yeah,
making
Forend
sure-
Forend's just making food.
Yeah.
Forend's just in the kitchen making every bit of rami that he's got, he's cooking.
And then
Heath,
once
really
he's like
quick.
certain that there's enough of everything, he's actually going out into the forest and chopping down more trees for even more firewood.
Okay.
Ethan, can I get your best Noka doing a door-to-door missionary of Milwaukee, like trying to save people from like the fish?
That's so big knocking noises.
Yes.
Hello, it is me. My name is Noka. I would like to let you
Yes.
know that perhaps you may not have noticed, but it's cold outside, colder than would normally
I
be.
heard.
Well, we are getting everyone into a safe place. Even everyone who is welcome to stay in Greymane Manor. I trust me, it is safe place. I have rest assured.
We
You
get to
are more
stay
than
in
welcome
Greymane Manor.
Greymane Manor, and there are going to be food and blankets and plenty of wood to make sure everyone stays warm. If you have young men who are of age and able to fight, we would recommend that they stay out and fight because our shores are going to be invaded. It is possible our shores are going to be invaded.
Well, my son is working on the seawall right now. I'm sure he'll probably... He said, honey, come here! And an old woman comes around the corner with a walker and he goes, it's going to be like a field trip, like a hotel. As they leave their
Absolutely
house.
it is. And he's got them linked in both arms.
Yeah.
He's personally escorting them out of the house. He made sure they had all of their belongings first that they needed.
Yeah.
Everything that was important, at least.
Yeah, they just grab their pillows and their blankets. That's really it. Wow. Okay, and you
Cool.
and you get Noka does a good job of
I don't
want to
hear about any casualties, Zane. There
any
were no
idiots who
casualties
might be
'cause
in the
I
wrong
personally
place.
escorted everyone out of their houses.
every
into the
single
castle.
one.
Single one.
Except for the children who are here for the orphanage. They just came in on the bus. Oh my god, a bus just arrived into town for the orphanage they're building. A bus full of orphans.
Oh no, and they ran over
A
the grenades
tire
we planted
blew.
in the sand.
They're
Ooh.
flying. The bus is flying into the ocean.
Not the
Oh, no,
child
it-
soldiers.
Oh no, it plowed through Greymane Manor first. Oh god.
Oh no.
All right. And with all of this setup happening across the town, the temperature dropping, the frost building on the windows, the snow accumulating on the beach, the yellow sand and green moss and soil being replaced by ice, we are going to end the session there for tonight. Join us next week for the thrilling meeting with Prince Kellas. Can the pretty boat boys broker peace? We'll see. Thank you so much, everybody who hung around the whole time. Join us next Wednesday, same time, same place. We love you all. Thank you all so much, everybody. Have a good night.
Pretty boat boy signing off.
Pretty boat.